down today. That's where you come in and kind of expand it further for us so we can have a better understanding. Yay, when I see you, I'm so excited. Thank you. I hope your day has been good. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm all refreshing now. I don't know. I think I got a couple of hours sleep so that I can be energized, to bring on this topic today. I hope your day has been good as well. To everyone joining, I hope your day has been good. And if you're still at work, please, fingers crossed. And hopefully by the time I finish the talk, you're probably finished or you're on break so you can actually chip in one thing or two. So thank you for joining in today. I have another puzzle today. Don't worry, it's not a tongue twister. I nearly looked for a tongue twister, but I'm like, I don't want people biting themselves week in, week out. So this Monday, it's just a puzzle. And I think it's the easiest puzzle you can ever hear from me. So hopefully, I'm very hopeful we'll get a winner today to get a puzzle. You get a gift for today. So fingers crossed. Hanan, I see you. Thanks for joining. I hope you're good. Yeah, okay. TKS 517. Yeah, I'm going to be starting off the talk because of time. I really like to put everything together so that, I give us more time to come and talk more about it. And trust me, this topic, attitude, affects you and I in our relationships, in our workplace, in our family, in the society, in the environment, everywhere. So it's best we talk about it. Let's talk about it. And the reason we do all this talk, like I say, is to have a better life, a better way of dealing with one another so that this world will be an enjoyable place for all of us. So pull your chair, sit back, and let's dive into this topic today. So, attitude. I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay, let's calm down. So I'm going to be talking about a concept that is very fundamental to how we experience life and how we interact with the world around us. I see you, Rod Zinka. Thanks for joining. Help share this live. Let your friend be part of this topic today. And this topic, is titled attitude. I'm sure you can see it on the screen, but this time around it gave me a tick, meaning everybody can see it. Except your screen is a bit dodgy, maybe. So attitude is more than just a mindset or a mood. It's the lens through which we see challenges, opportunities, relationships. It profoundly affects our successes, our happiness, and also impact on other people. So attitude, I've got attitude, you've got attitude, we have got attitude. But are they good ones? SS Okoro or the Coco? No, not you, now Coco. There was a name that just flashed by. Anyway, you guys are welcome to Inside. So sit back, like I said, and let's go into this talk some more. What is attitude? Let's break it down some more. What is attitude? Attitude is a way of thinking or feeling about something reflected in our behaviors, in our actions. So it is shaped by our beliefs, our experiences, and our perceptions. While we can't always control what happens around us, we can choose the attitude to which we respond to it. Say, for example, it's a Monday. Oh, some of us, we don't like going to work on Mondays because oh goodness, not again. And then the moment you wake up, it's another day, it's a Monday, you have to get up, get ready, and get on about it. And you're like, oh, I don't like Mondays. And your attitude towards Mondays is quite annoying sometimes. Sorry to say that. Well, am I sorry? No. You just go on and on. And we know it's Monday. Get on with it. So what's your attitude about Monday? You can wake up and my attitude will be, wow, it's another Monday to be a blessing to the world. And guess what? I get paid for it. Yes, your attitude to whatever happens to you really matters a lot. Either makes you happy or makes you sad. So you think about it. How has your attitude been today? No, I'm not talking now. I'm asking you. Harford, how are you? How has your attitude towards Monday been recently? Yeah, you can tap on there and hopefully I don't miss that. So let's break it down some more. Why attitude matters. Honestly, guys, it really does matter. Your attitude acts as a compass for your life, influencing how you navigate both good and bad times. So let's explore why it is so important. Attitude is very important. Chim Martha, I see you, welcome. Because it shapes our reality. So attitude influences how we interpret events. Just like I said, some people's Mondays, and you don't know, and at the end of the day it turns out to be the best day, and you'll be like, why did I have that negative attitude in the morning? So you never can tell. I always say be hopeful. So a positive attitude helps us to see opportunities where others see obstacles. So what do you see? A bad Monday already, even though you haven't stepped out. You're confessing, you're thinking, your mind is processing, oh, bad Monday, oh, Monday, I don't like. And then you step out and somebody says, you look beautiful today. Oh, I can't wait to be in that meeting with you. Or something, you know. So your attitude towards Mondays, I don't know why I'm sticking to Mondays. I think it's about the easiest thing we all can relate with. So it kind of helps us to see opportunities where others see obstacles. So while a negative attitude can magnify problems, it limits our ability to find solution, because your mind is just expanding the problem, and is not even giving room to find that attitude to be positive. And then it seems like that small problem becomes a giant just because of our attitude towards it. So let's be mindful. Yes, let's be mindful. Cool J, I see you. Olumi1, I see you. Thanks for joining. So another reason why attitude is very important is it impacts relationships. So people are drawn to those with a positive, supportive, and uplifting attitude. And conversely, a negative or a dismissive attitude can strain relationships and push others away. You know, especially when you're just meeting someone for the first time. On Friday, me and my husband, we had to go to this ball. It was like last minute. He said, oh, let's just dress up and go. It's been a week, you know, it's a roller coaster. We'll just go and have fun, you know. And because we were invited by someone, I'm like, hey, we'll get to this ball with loads of people. Are we even going to know anyone who is going to be on the table with us? You know, we're just talking now and thinking, well. And I said, my husband knows everybody in this world. I said, when we get there, I bet you see somebody you know. But no worries, as long as we're together, we'll be fine. Anyway, at least we can talk to one another. And my attitude was like, I was hopeful, like hopefully somebody on my table that I've never met before will be nice enough to chat with me, you know. And then we got there. We were the first on our table. And yeah, it was South Africa table. And we sat there. And I was hopeful. Any couple that walks in, I'll be like, are they coming to our table? You know, my attitude is I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to meet somebody new that I'd never met before, get to know them and things like that. That was my attitude. Don't get me wrong, I have some nasty ones when I'm in my state, you know. But yeah, I'm not talking about that. So after a while, other people started arriving. And then we got this couple that came and sat towards my left, and I'm like, oh, she's pretty with her dress and all. And then some other couples came, and then the other couple that came to the side of, it's people we know. I'm like, yay, so it's gonna be fun. And then to my left, I was just minding myself. I couldn't help. I'm like, good evening. I had to just, you know, good evening. And she responded, and the husband responded. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be, you know, a good night, hopefully. And then we got talking, and then we see loads and loads and loads of people we had in common. When my husband mentioned, do you know this? I said, oh yeah, you know, but I'd never met them before. So you can imagine my attitude. I'm like, oh God, I was having a field time, honestly. Swenge, thanks for joining. I see you. Please help share this live. And today we're talking about attitude. So that was my attitude, and it paid off. Eventually, I found a lost sister, more or less, you know, and, you know, we exchange details and you know, found out we just know a lot of people. So you can imagine if I go there, I'm like, this is what I was invited to. I don't know anybody. Would we know anybody? And I'm like that. And I get there, I'm like, if anybody frowns, I'm going to frown back. You know, all those kind of silly mindset and talks, and yeah. Anyways, mine didn't go that way because I had this positive attitude to it, and it turned out to be the beautiful ball that it was meant to be. So our attitude can impact relationship negatively, positively. You choose how you want your attitude to reflect to other people. Am I Dylan? Thanks for joining. Again, why attitude is important is it drives success. It does in both personal and professional life. Attitude often determines success more than skills or resources. Guys, let's pause here for a second again. Think about it. You know this person, they're very skilled, very resourceful, they're very brilliant, they're very smart, they're thinkers, they're go-getters and all of that. But guess what? They have this stinking attitude. In as much as they get the job done, and they have this horrible attitude, you have mixed feelings. You'll be like, can't you just change your attitude to go with these skills? There is no how. That attitude will almost want to mess up that person, their resourcefulness, their skills and all of that. So attitude really, really, guys, is very important. So a can-do attitude fosters resilience, determination, and creativity. Qualities that help overcome challenges, which is good. But if you have a bad attitude, I don't know how much success you're going to drive in that environment, whether it's personal life or professional life. So let's be mindful, really. I don't think your skills will overshadow your attitude. People will see it. It's things, not even from a mile, from very close by even. So another reason attitude is important is because it helps to boost emotional well-being. Attitude affects how we handle stress and setback. Just like you know the kind of work you do, the kind of family you have. It's always busy. You barely get any time for yourself, and all you do is moan and moan. But these things you're still gonna do. But you moan and then you're emotionally down. You're always anxious. You're stressed. You just feel all of that. Oh my goodness, we need to change our attitude. We just get over it. Sometimes we need to just get things done and get it out of the way. And develop a positive attitude towards things. You might just find that excitement doing the things, So optimistic people tend to recover faster from difficulties because they focus more on the solution rather than the problems. Yeah, the problem is that we all can see it. I'm not going to approach a problem with another problem. I mean, where is the goodness in that? So be mindful, otherwise your emotional well-being is going to be affected. You find that you're stressed all the time, you're just anxious, you're edgy and all of that. Attitude plays a very vital role in how we live our daily lives. And again, final reason why, well, many reasons, but I had to cut it short, is it inspires others. Imagine I went to that ball with a bad attitude already because I don't think I'll meet someone I know. I'm just frowning already. By the time I sit down and frown and the lady comes in with a husband, they will look at my face and they'll just turn the other way, like, even though we're seated on the same table, because I've brought out this negative attitude, they fed on it. And they too are bringing a negative attitude, so to say. Except maybe somebody who's extremely jovial like me. and I'll frown. I'm like, well, I don't care whether you frown or not. I will still say hello to you. Hello, how are you? My name is so. How, I'll still go ahead and do that. You can keep frowning. You're the one you're going to grow wrinkles if you're not careful. So it inspires others. Our attitude has a ripple effect. So by maintaining a positive outlook, we inspire and motivate others to adopt the same energy, creating an environment of growth and cooperation. Guys, when I stood up to leave that ball, the lady hugged me so tight. I hugged her back. I'm like, wow. And this is a stranger. Well, in the early part of the day, she was a stranger to me, and now we're hugging because we both brought in this positive attitude. We just wanted to have fun at the ball, chat, and talk. And then you found out you have a lot of people in common. So now imagine I frown, and I got up to go. How would I even say goodbye? Because I've been frowning all day, all evening. And I bet you would just say, okay, here, just carry your wahala and go. Carry your problems and go, whatever. So our attitude also inspires others. What kind of attitude are we giving out there, guys? Be mindful. Some people even pretend. That's even another story for another day. So let's look at types of attitude. There's so many types, like I say, but I always like to narrow things down so that I don't take all of the time. Because even if I take all the time, I can't finish everything. That's where you guys come in to balance the talk today. So types of attitude. Attitudes can broadly be categorized into two: positive attitude, negative attitude, if you just want to, explain it in a simple way. So let's look at that positive attitude. So a positive attitude involves optimism, gratitude, and a willingness to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. So it's about focusing on what you can control rather than dwelling on what you can't control. An example is when facing a setback, someone with a positive attitude might say, "This is a chance for me to learn and improve." That is a positive attitude, not that facing a setback, I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm going to drown in this. Oh my God, this is going to kill me. Oh my God, this is," I just go on and on and on, negative. No, no, no. We don't want that, So if you're the type of person I'm talking about, you know yourself, we need to change that attitude, for your good, really, more than for people around you. Because if you don't change it, people will just stigmatize you. That person, oh, she's always negative. Oh, that person, he's always negative. And you don't want to hear that about you. I want to believe so. So the second one is the negative attitude. A negative attitude is characterized by pessimism, blame, and resistance to change. That situation is bad. We don't think it can change. You just go on at that negative tangent. Oh my days. Oh my world. Oh, these are those. Calm down already. It often leads to stagnation and missed opportunities, because that setback came for a reason. We don't know everything, no matter how brilliant we are. Sometimes you might get to a roadblock where you might need to consult other people, or you might need to do some more researches and all, just to find a positive way out of that problem, not a negative one. Don't add negative attitude to that problem already. It's not going to solve anything. So an example is when facing a setback, someone with a negative attitude might think, "Oh, why does this always happen to me? Last time it was me. Again today it's me. Oh, it's always me, me, me." I'm sorry. I don't know. You can see this attitude, these things. May Joy, good to see you. You're welcome. Welcome, welcome. It's been a while. I hope you're good. Oh, thank you for the heart me. So let us cultivate a more positive attitude rather than a negative one. Negative one saps energy. It stresses out. It makes you burn out. All of the headaches. No, let's change that. So how can we cultivate a positive attitude? I'm not going to leave you hanging. So I'm going to balance this as much as I can today. Cultivating a positive attitude. Attitude is not fixed. Learn that, guys. A13, I see you. Attitude is not fixed. Thank you for liking the live, okay? It's a choice. You've been quite busy. I know. Life is mostly busy, yeah. But thank you for making time to be here today. I really appreciate you. But please, sis, remember self-care. No matter how busy we get, we need to find time for ourselves. Yeah, it's always good. Once in a while, I know. You have to deliberately set that time. Thank you so much for joining. So like I said, attitude is not fixed. It's a choice we can make daily. Baby steps if possible. So I'm going to tell us some strategies to cultivating a positive attitude. The first is practice gratitude. Attitude, practice gratitude. Everything attitude, gratitude. So you remember. Yes, oh yes, Major. Thank you for at least noticing to find time for yourself as well. Thank you. Okay, so practice gratitude. What do I mean by this? Focus on the good things in your life, especially when things are not, So no matter how small, just be grateful, be grateful, be thankful. And gratitude shifts your perception from what's lacking to what's abundant. Because sometimes one problem, we'll focus so much on that one problem, we forget all about the good things in our lives. And we're just dwelling on this one negative thing. And our attitude towards that one negative thing is affecting every other good things in our lives. Guys, we need to be mindful. Often when you practice such an attitude, it would weigh you down. You will grow older quickly than you are really, and it affects all other aspects of your life. So let's be mindful. if you're in that negative state, begin to look for the things you can be grateful for so that your attitude towards that situation in life can change. And again, how can we cultivate a positive attitude? Adopt a growth mindset. Know that every challenge you see them as opportunities to learn and grow rather than just a problem. Oh, a problem. When you solve a problem, you become more knowledgeable. Because yesterday's problem, the way you solved it, today's problem, the way you're going to solve it might just be different. You might bring some of what you learned from yesterday and use it to help you solve today's problem. That is growth. So have that growth mindset. See challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Embrace mistakes as stepping stones to your success rather than as failures. If you're counting yourself as a failure, that means you've resigned to life. You're not doing anything anymore in life because this situation has made you feel, oh, you're just going to be in that state of failure. No. Look at it as a stepping stone, because tomorrow another occurrence might come that will be similar to that. But because you've learned from that last one, you've grown, you've become wiser, you can handle the next one that comes your way. So don't give up, yeah? Please stay positive in your attitude. Again, surround yourself with positivity. There's some people, especially on a Monday, I avoid them. I avoid them. Don't come and start my week off on a bad note. Please, I don't want to. Maybe you can come on a Thursday when the week is about to round up. Yeah, I would be willing to talk. But some people, you know them, they're just like that. Sometimes you just love them from afar, because otherwise, I'm like, don't you even have anything good to say about a day or about something, you know? They sometimes they don't even know they have this attitude. So you have to be a good friend with a good attitude to subtly let them know, you know, take them out for coffee and just subtly let them know. Okay, surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with people who uplift and inspire you, because that really matters a lot. We all sometimes looking for encouragement, and sometimes you encourage yourself, but it won't be like when somebody says, you know, those good things to you, and because they've got a positive attitude, they'll see that you're somewhat low and they'll bring more positive energy your way. So avoid environments or individuals that drain your energy or feed negatively at you. Don't allow that. You control your space. You control what other people bring in there. When they bring the negative attitude, let it hit you on the positive side. Turn it over, make it more positive, and throw that positivity back their way. Yes, that's how we do it. Again, focus on solutions. When faced with a problem, channel your energy into finding solutions rather than dwelling on the issue itself. If you're dwelling on that issue, make sure it's because you're looking for the positive way out, not that you're dwelling on it. Oh my days, it is this. Oh, woes, lamentations, and all of that. Please, that is not a good attitude to any challenge at all. Focus on solution rather than the problem itself. Again, develop emotional resilience. You know, I don't know how old you are, you listening to me out there. You faced a lot of challenges in life. You had to overcome them. And the way you overcome is your attitude towards those challenges. Sometimes you feel you can't even breathe. Some challenges will almost take the breath out of you. But because you know where you're going, you know you have to be focused and all that, you just bring on this resilience, and it makes you fight yet again and again and again. Thank you for liking the live. And then before you know, you're building this emotional resilience. So learn to manage stress and setbacks with composure. I know it's hard, easier said than done, but it can be done. It can be achieved. Meditation, exercises, or hobbies can help maintain a balanced perspective. I've not been yesterday. I said, you know what? I know the week is gonna start. I just went to the cinema to watch a film by myself. I just wanted a me time, you know. I just wanted to be, and I'm like, I always say to people, fine, you go out with hobby, you do this, and all. I'm like, I don't know, I just wanted that yesterday, and I did it, and I felt so good. And this morning when I was walking to work, I felt so good. I'm like, I just feel so good today. So it does really help. It brings this resilience. It helps the attitude. So hobbies, find something you love to do and do them. just to help boost that emotional resilience as well. If it's meditation, just sit and do your breathe in, breathe out, think about your happy place and what have you, anything to help that attitude be positive so that you can enjoy your day-to-day living. Again, monitor self-talk. You know that thing, it could be dangerous. You yourself, by yourself, with yourself, for yourself, amongst yourself, in between yourself. You're the one sitting on both shoulders. Do this, don't do this. If you do this, it's the end of the world. If you don't do this, you're the one talking and talking to yourself. If you don't monitor your self-talk, please, you'll get yourself into some mental state that, it might just take some time to come out of. So pay attention to your inner dialogue. What are you talking to yourself about? Is it with a positive attitude or a negative attitude? Oh, thank you, Major, for sharing this live. So replace negative thoughts like, I can't do this. I don't think I'm up to. Last week I was sharing with you, oh, can I do this? But somebody trusted me to do something major and I was crumbling like, can I do this? How did they think I could do it? But I just had to summon courage and do it anyways. I'm like, if I fail, I fail. If I pass, I pass. But I just summoned courage and did it. And at the end of the day, they clapped. I'm like, me? And I was almost panicking. So what do you say to yourself? Replace negative thoughts like, I can't, with empowering affirmations like, I can figure this out. I can do this. It may take me some time, but I can do this. I will do this. Your attitude towards problems, towards people, towards situations, it really does matter a lot. It can even open doors to more opportunities if your attitude is right, guys. I can tell you this with my own life experience. I'm telling you. Again, finally, I'm going to say how to cultivate a positive attitude is be kind and generous. Be kind and generous. Acts of kindness not only help others, but also elevate your attitude and your perspective as well. I think I've mentioned this here before, but it's just one that it's really profound because it taught me a lot as a teenager. I remember I was a prefect in my secondary school and I had to stand by the gate. For some of us who grew up in Africa and were in a secondary school, and I was a social prefect at the time, but I had to check students that they wear the right uniform, and otherwise I have to send them home. If they forget their beret, I have to say, go back home and get it. And they'll come back late and they will get punished. So this girl came in and she was looking, just lost, and she didn't have her school belt. And I'm like, oh my God, because of the belt now I have to send this girl home. Oh, and she's going to come late and going to beat her. She was so tiny and skinny. I'm like, oh, what do I do? And I have my lunch money with me. So the best thing I could think to do is give her my lunch money to go and buy another belt, because the man who sells is just by the gate, rather than send her home. So I gave her, but before I did, guys, let me be honest with you. I really thought about it. I'm like, if I give her, for me, no lunch for you today, nobody's going to do this. I was just thinking all the negative. I'm like, but then I'm like, I weighed it. If I had to send this girl back home, she's probably not going to find the belt, and then she'll come back late and she'll get punished. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll survive. I just gave her the money. That was my lunch money. I just gave it to her. Go buy the belt and run in quick, And that was that. And that same day, I had to go for my radio program, I'm like, how am I even going to get there? I said, oh, me and my friends will have our ways on the bus, we just have our ways. You guys should know what I'm talking about, especially those who from from Nigeria. And then eventually I got to the radio, and then I finished all my scripts and presentation and what have you. And then for no reason, guys, all these uncles just came. For me, have you eaten today? I'm like, no. They said, oh, come, let me buy you lunch. And then he bought me lunch. I said, do you have money for transport to go back home? I said, no. And he gave me money. And I said, she doesn't have money. Give her this one. Give her that. Give her. Oh, my God. How much did I give this girl? Let me just make it simple so you understand what I'm saying. Imagine I gave her £2 to buy the belt. And guys, not only did I get lunch for free, by the time those uncles, producers gave me money, take for me. Oh, just take. Don't worry. Take. I got back home with £20. I'm like, what? I only gave £2. So imagine my attitude. If I'm like, what's my business? She lost her belt. What's my business? I wouldn't care. I don't know if that would have happened that day, But guys, one good turn deserves another. And my boy, oh, for weeks I had money. I was even buying food for my friends. So just to let you know that when you're kind and generous in your attitude, this will in return come back to you sooner rather than later. I'm telling you. So let's practice kindness. Let's practice generosity. That's just one of many examples I will share with you, but I know you can relate with that. So again, attitude in action. What do I mean by this? So to illustrate the power of attitude, let me share a simple story. Okay, follow this story. Two workers were laying bricks for a cathedral. When asked what they were doing, the first replied, "I'm just laying bricks." The second worker said, "I'm building a magnificent cathedral." Attitude. Somebody asked them, "What are you doing?" They said, "Oh, I'm just laying bricks." The attitude is like, "Oh, please." It kind of stinks, you know. And the second worker said, "I'm building a magnificent cathedral." Look at his attitude towards what he's doing. Both were doing the same task, but their attitudes were worlds apart. In fact, you almost think they are not working in the same place. Oh, thanks so much for this talk. Major, yeah, well, we just had to reach here at some point. Thank you for joining as well. So this difference in perspective demonstrates how attitude can transform our experiences and the meaning we derive from our actions. So imagine it was you're walking by and you just ask these two workers, "What are you doing?" One just said, "Oh, I'm laying bricks." Imagine in your mind, you say, "Oh, they're laying bricks." And then imagine you're walking by and you saw the second worker and they say, "What are you doing?" Say, "Oh, I'm trying to build this magnificent cathedral." Imagine the thought in your own mind. You'll be thinking, "Oh, how big is it going to be? How beautiful is it going to be?" But when somebody just say, "I'm laying bricks," you almost think they're building a gutter, or you won't even think to do that. Please, I beg to leave. Oh, no, Major, you can leave your comments about attitude as well so that you can leave. I do understand. But thank you so much for joining. QTV, I see you. Thank you. So let's be mindful. How do we see? Some say half empty cup, half full. Our attitude to life, our attitude to things, can help to transform our experiences and the meaning we derive from our actions. So guys, let's be mindful. Yeah. So Major, you can leave on one condition. Tell me what your thought is about this topic, attitude. Just put something there and I'll say bye. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Then again, the ripple effect of attitude, because I like to balance things as much as possible. Your attitude doesn't just affect you. Guys, know that no matter how much you live in isolation, no matter how you feel you're in your own island or whatever, your attitude does not just affect only you. It influences those around you, whether in your family, in your workplace, in your school, in your environment, in the society even. So a positive attitude creates a chain reaction of optimism, kindness, and success. On the other hand, a negative attitude can spread doubt, it can spread fear, it can spread discouragement. What do you want to spread with your attitude? Let's think about it. So think about the kind of energy you want to contribute to your environment. Think about, is it a positive one or a negative one with your attitude? By choosing positivity, you become a source of inspiration and encouragement for other people, whether in your family, your workplace, or your community. And that's just the truth. You find out that people tend to want to come around you, especially when you're a positive person, a positive thinker, a positive person generally. People tend to want to be around you because it's a good thing to show off, not show off, to express. It's a good thing to let others see in you a positive attitude. It really guys goes a long way. I've known people who've lost their job because of bad attitude. I've known people who've been demoted because of bad attitude. Nurse Ag, I see you, thanks for joining. So there's so many we can talk about, but yeah, just to expand for our understanding. So overcoming challenges with the right attitude. Yes, let's talk about that. We all know life isn't always easy, and maintaining a positive attitude during tough times can be challenging. That's why you have people like us, counselors, therapists, that you can go to when it even gets so bad. So let's be mindful. I'm just putting that out there. So, but it's in these moments that attitude matters the most. Consider these approaches. I'll mention 3 of them. Let's consider that. Accept what you can't change, guys. You have to just accept it. Focus on what's within your control and let go of what isn't. Let that be your attitude. Otherwise you'll be stressed. Otherwise you will faint. Otherwise you'll be anxious. Otherwise you'll be emotionally drained. Otherwise you'll burn out. Acceptance doesn't mean you're giving up. It simply means you're finding peace with that situation. Sometimes you see people, you know what is going on for them, like storms, everywhere is upside down and then they have this calmness to them. They've just accepted that this is beyond me. There is nothing I can do to change it. I'm just going to have peace with it. And with time, challenges, they have season. They come and go. They come, oh no, yeah, ages ago. I haven't seen you. Welcome. I hope you're good. Or I hope I think that might be a different honor. A beautiful queen, thanks for joining us today. So let our attitude be that we accept what we cannot change so that we can have peace with that situation. Vincent, thanks for joining. I see you. Then again, the silver lining. Seek the silver lining. Even in difficult circumstances, there's often something to learn or gain. So don't always see negative in a negative situation all the time. It's very draining. Ask yourself, what's the opportunity here? What is the goodness in this badness? If I can say that, at least you understand what I'm trying to say. So seek the silver lining. It's really for your own peace and so that you can have a good attitude towards life no matter what it throws at you. I know it's not always easy, but you can develop such attitude over time. If your attitude towards a situation is positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, at some point you will be positive, and then this huge negative situation would come and you just bring your positive hat on and you're ready to tackle that. So imagine, and you don't even know who is watching, so let's be mindful. Then the last bit I'm going to talk about is lean on support systems. I've mentioned briefly. Share your struggles with trusted friends and mentors, or best friend, or your spouse, or people around you that you can trust, not just anyone. Their perspective can help you see situations more clearly and maintain a balanced attitude. Sometimes I say to my client, by the time we're finished with all our sessions, you will look back to this day and wonder, what was that all about? Because sometimes when we're faced with some negative situations, we feel like that's the end of the world. We can't even try for the life of me, try to find a positive way out. It just seems everywhere you turn, there is a roadblock, and it seems, oh my God, your attitude is even getting more negative by the day. But I tell you, sometimes you may need to seek help from an outsider or a specialist or professional counselor or therapist or a friend or a mentor, just to help bring things in perspective for you. Then I'm going to be closing now because I want us to come in and talk more about this topic, attitude. So attitude is everything, guys. Attitude is everything. Your attitude is one of the most powerful tools you have to shape your life. And sometimes, especially when you're meeting somebody for the first time, they look out for your attitude. No matter your educational background, no matter the PhD you have, if they see a bad attitude, it will take them far, far away from you. A positive attitude can help you in many, many ways, sir. A lot of good things. Good evening. I hope you enjoyed it's your birthday. It was your birthday yesterday. I'm going to sing to you when you come into the box, so let me save it. So I'll drink some water, relax, and sing your birthday song. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you. So, attitude is one of the most powerful tools that can help to shape our lives. It's not something we're born with, because when you're born, you come into this world to start putting all sort of attitude in you as a person, starting from your parents. Their attitudes rub off on you. You start developing your own attitude. You start growing up. As a teenager, you have some bad attitudes, some good ones. And then as a young person, you get some more attitude, you know. So it's not something you're born with. It's something we choose and cultivate every single day. Say identify opportunities. Yeah, it does. It does really. Sometimes you know you don't have enough skill for that thing, but your attitude was so good. I remember I went to Costco's. I bought some few bits, and I bought 2 packs of fresh eggs, 2 crates, and I got to the till, and the lady was saying to me, "Oh, for whatever reason, the management just want us to sell 1 crate per person, per customer." And I said, "Oh, considering my large family," and there's how many, 24 in 1 crate, so I just had to buy 2. And then she said, "No, you can only buy 1." I said, "Oh, is there any reason? Is there scarcity of eggs?" She said, "I don't know, my dear, it's just what the management says." I said, "Oh, it's okay, it's fine." And then I left 1, I paid for 1. So I was about pushing my trolley to go, and she said, "Oh, just come back. I like the way you responded to me. I'm just going to sell it to you anyways." I'm like, "Oh." So imagine I said, "Why can't I buy 2? I have a big family." No. And I start raking and shouting. And then, in fact, I bet the one that I wanted to buy, she would tell me the management say we can't sell to you especially. That would have been something. But I wasn't even thinking, guys. I just thought of the mouth me I have to feed with the eggs. I said, okay, I'm still going to another store. I'll just buy another crate elsewhere. That was my thought. So I just said, "Oh, thank you for that," you know, and I paid. And she said, "Come back," and I had to pay. So I had 2 receipts, you know, instead of 1. So attitude goes a long way, guys. It does go a long way. If you're in denial, please don't be in denial anymore. By adopting a positive, resilient, and solution-focused attitude, we can face life's challenges with confidence, build stronger relationships, and inspire others to do the same. When I left that store, big one, yay, good to see you. I hope you're good, bro. I missed you on Sunday. I don't know, I missed you yesterday. Oh, you were not. Oh, yeah. Okay. Never mind. You and I, you know. It promotes teamwork. Yes, it does. Your attitude can promote teamwork. I don't know if I finished with the sentence or the thought that sometimes your skills might not be all that, but your attitude will cover that even. People will really want to help you cover stuff so that your team leader doesn't see, because you have this good attitude with your teammates. There you go. And then you learn. They help you to learn what you don't know. They cover up, teach you from behind, give you extra tutorials and all of that, just because they love your attitude. So attitude, positive attitude is a very good thing. It will take you far in life. Trust me about that. It will. So be mindful. A positive attitude helps you to face life's challenges with confidence, build stronger relationship, and inspire others to do the same. So how are you inspiring others around you? With your bad attitude or good attitude? It goes a long way. Guys, remember, it's not what happens to us that defines our lives. It's how we respond. It's how we respond. Look at those 2 workers. One said, "I'm just building bricks. And the other one, the same thing they're doing, he said, "I'm trying to build this magnificent cathedral." So our attitude really goes a long way. Remember, again, I'm going to repeat, what is not what happens to us that defines our lives, it's how we respond to it. So let's make the choice each day to bring positivity, to bring gratitude and determination to everything we do. Be deliberate, be conscious about it, and you will go really, really far. So that is my talk for today. You know, one question I will ask us is, how important is attitude to us as humans? How important is attitude to us as humans? Thank you. I'm done. Oh, inside Olivia, oh, I see you. So guys, that is my talk for today. Please send invite. Let us talk some more about this. Maybe you have some attitudes you want to share with us. from experiences, people you've met, the attitudes you like, the attitudes you don't appreciate, you know, all of that. Let's talk more about it, because we're bringing awareness to people, especially for themselves. Even as I'm speaking, I'm thinking, you know, a lot of examples I would have given, but I had to just hold myself, you know, the bad ones, the good ones, and all. And I've had situations where I've responded harshly and walked away, and I thought, for me, that's not too good. And I walked back to say, you know what, I'm sorry about how I've just, you know, whatever. And then I walk off, and then the person will call back and said, nobody has ever apologized for their attitude. I'll be like, well, it's just me doing me, you know, because I just thought of it walking away. If somebody had talked to me that way, or said whatever to me that way, would I really appreciate them? I'm like, no, I wouldn't. So go back, you know, as a believer, you've been taught, go back. When you're wrong, go back, you know. So many occasions like that, that it's even opened more opportunity, doors of opportunities my way. I can't begin to tell you, I've got loads and loads, but I want to hear from you, so that when more of us share, you know, people listening can also reflect and do better in terms of their attitude. So send me an invite. Let's talk some more about this attitude we're talking about. It affects a lot. It affects a lot that has to do with us. So let's be mindful and let's talk more about it. This is an open space, like I say. Let's follow one another. Let's share with one another. So don't be shy. Don't be shy. All good things. So send an invite. Oh no, I hope this thing is not starting again. Okay, I can see. Love All Good Things said attitude can have a significant impact on success in both personal and professional life. Definitely it can. So we need to develop the right positive attitude. And if you're struggling, because I know we're not all the same, fingers are not equal, even if you're struggling, seek help, seek some other people that you look up to, that you think their attitude is worth emulating, and talk to them, have a one-on-one with them, and maybe they can give you strategies you can, you know, use to change your own attitude towards whatever it is, so that you don't miss out on opportunities. Yes, you don't want to be a failure in whatever you do because of attitude. So let's be mindful. Send an invite. Let's talk about this some more. So I think I should rest now. Coco, where are you? Yes, over to you. Thank you.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Okay, so the question is
More important,
what?
yeah, is attitude to us as humans. They can start with that, or if they have anything else they want to
Yeah,
share.
okay, or if there's anything you want to contribute from your viewpoint, that'll be fine. If we go to, is it Anya? Hello, good morning, good evening. Look at me, good morning. I think my attitude is in the morning. I just woke up. That's my attitude for this evening. My attitude is I just woke up. Yes, that's my attitude.
Onoye is Onoye.
Oh no, yeah, okay. Hello, are you there? Okay, maybe
Not at the moment.
not there. Okay, let's go to Love of Good Things.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Okay.
evening.
Good evening. Have on mute, because I had to mute you. There was so much
Ah,
noise coming from that end.
Hello, good evening.
good evening.
Good evening. Wait.
How are you today?
Before you talk. It was his birthday yesterday.
Oh,
And I
okay.
kept chasing, I hope you have a good day, and all that. He was surprised. I'm like, this my uncle doesn't know how much I hold him in high esteem. Like, he's always been there. So thank you, sir. I hope you really, really enjoyed your day yesterday. So here he goes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much. I'm very grateful.
If only you
Thank
can
you.
send my cake.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy birthday, sir. Long life and prosperity.
Amen. 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 Thank you all. I think attitude is everything in life.
Mm.
You see, bad attitude is just like a flat tire.
Mm. Wow.
Bad attitude, a flat tire cannot take you nowhere.
Great.
So we
Yes.
need to cultivate positive attitude towards our personal life, our professional life, even our family life. Not all things that you see you must respond to. Certain things you see and you just overlook it,
Yeah.
or else they will give you name.
Oh, yeah, people do that.
Yes, they will give you name. So it's better we cultivate a positive attitude because it's attitude can have a significant impact on success
Yeah.
in both private life and professional life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some people will come to you and show you what you did not even see because of your positive attitude.
Yeah.
Some people will want to come nearer to you, want to be your friend because of your personal, positive attitude.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I will encourage each and every one of us to cultivate that positive attitude because it will take us far in life. Even it will draw your uh uh what they call it, there's destiny helpers.
Okay.
Destiny helpers. Your
Yeah.
your attitude will either draw them nearer to you or drive them away.
Oh.
And no matter how sound you are, no matter your degree, no matter your performance, you need somebody to help you
Mm.
to get to your promised land. We
Yeah.
all need somebody called destiny helper
Mm.
that will help us one way or the other in achieving our goal in life.
Mm. That's true.
So I will stop here right now. Maybe later on I'll contribute again.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so let's move on to A13. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm not sure he'll be able
This
to.
is
He's just always coming in because
always
of his
coming. Okay,
English.
that's fine. All right. Let's move back to oh,
Onoye.
oh no, yeah.
Who else is there?
I think
Come on, big one. I can see you. I don't know why you don't want to come up, please. And my sister Teresa, please, if you can come up and share with us concerning this.
oh, it's busy. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
please.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Okay. Well, I will share.
Okay, please.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we all know that having a bad attitude is it's not going to help you get anywhere. You know, there's a quote that says bad attitude is a disability, and actually it is. If we actually took some time out to assess our attitude towards life and make a change where we need to, it will be helpful. Because I remember I used to be a very negative person. I actually thought that I could make money actually be negative because I thought, you know what, they might need somebody like me that can just spot all the things that could go wrong in any situation because I was so good at it. You know, but I had to learn that being negative doesn't get you anywhere because it actually stops you from taking chances. And in life, we have to encourage ourselves. We have to motivate ourselves. And if you're thinking negatively, you're not able to do anything at all because it cripples you. It actually brings on fear to you. So it's
Yeah.
very debilitating you. So I had to learn that. And what I think it starts is having that self awareness about. I always talk about self awareness because that's my thing. It's about taking that time to get to know yourself, and with attitude, it's like, what are my attitudes that I hold? In terms about myself, in terms about others and the world. How do I see the world? Is it in a positive way, or is it negative lenses? And then if it's a negative lens, I need to change it. Because in life, like there was a saying say that if you don't like something, change it. And if you can't change it, change your attitude. And attitude is your perception. So, if I can't do something, maybe that way, I need to change my view and go the other way and think, okay, maybe I can't do it from this way, but if I move the other way, I can actually get to it. So it's changing your perception of how you see that problem or that solution, or that situation is going on. And definitely, like I said, self-awareness is the key. So, I would encourage people to take some time out, sit down with yourself. What are those self-beliefs that you have about yourself? That you believe that you can't, you're not strong enough, all those things. And you need to challenge it. Like, where does those things come from? Because sometimes these attitudes that we have, we've developed it from other people, and we've taken it on, and it's become we're wearing the clothes that other people are throwing on onto us. And actually, we have the power to take those clothes off. We don't have to accept it.
Exactly.
But actually being aware that you've done that, and actually, talking to yourself and challenging yourself, you can actually overcome that. And I think I liked what you said about, when you have a positive attitude, it brings other people to you. Because I think if you look at, like, anywhere you go, let's say in your workplace, a good leader, a good manager is always somebody who has a positive attitude. Like, you go to them with a problem, you say, "Oh, I'm really struggling with this," and they go, "Okay, all right, I know you're struggling with this, but maybe let me get someone to help you, or they find you solutions." But if you had a manager that had a negative attitude, and you went to them and went, "Oh, I have a problem with this," and said, "So every time you always complain, you can't do this, you can't do that," already they've just finished you, because then you're
They'll
thinking,
come back to you next time. I'm telling you.
exactly, and being having a positive attitude, actually, like you said, it draws other people to you, and it affects around you. Like, you can walk in a room. I'm a social butterfly. Like, I can walk in a room and people will be, you can tell the atmosphere in the room is not good. But because you walk in with that positive attitude, you can see that people just start warming up, and they start, people start enjoying themselves, start freeing themselves. And actually, that's what we all want to be, next to somebody who's friendly, who's open, who's just positive, because they motivate you. They bring that goodness in you as well. Because actually, having a positive attitude is about focusing on what is good. What is good.
Definitely.
The Bible tells us that we should focus on what is good. And it says, like, a cheerful heart is good for medicine. And a cheerful heart, actually, it means positive attitude. Because to be cheerful, you have to have a positive mindset, positive, view of the world. And that actually is medicine. It's medicine to you, and it's medicine to everybody else that come around you. So it's very contagious. And I mean, you've already talked about positive self-thoughts, and that, I think that's part of things we need to challenge. That positive self-thoughts, change how you speak to yourself. As a mother, people around me and me, I always try and challenge that in my work. When my patients, if they start talking negative, I always challenge them. I'll be like, "So why do you think that? Why do you see things like that?" And people will tell you and say, "But you know what? That's not what I see." Because some people have this negative thing about, "Oh, I'm not very confident around people," and you're like, "No, but you are." Maybe that's like, you're not seeing yourself like, but from what I can see, you're a positive person, and I think when you have a negative mindset, it affects your self-esteem. I mean, I know you touched about mental health. It affects your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your ability to move on. You said about overcoming, triumph and stuff. It really does stuff in you. And I think that's one of the things that it really hinders your life. And I think if you are somebody who has negative, thinks negativity about things, you need to work on that, because then once you start freeing yourself from that mindset, you feel like life is full of freedom, life is full of opportunity. You thinking that somebody doesn't like you, already you're walking in there with your defense is up. So how are they gonna then come across to you when you're already picturing them? Well, I know you don't like me, so I'm sitting over here, and that person's gonna come to you because you're already sending a signal, don't come here. But if you walk in there and just be like, "You know what, regardless of what anyone thinks, I'm gonna be me, I'm gonna be friendly," and that's it. And you see, people will change, people just come to you. So yes, definitely something we need to work on as human beings. If you want to grow and learn and achieve things in life, we have to address that, because I think it's a big elephant in a lot of people's life, and they feel like, "Oh, things are not working out for me," but it's because of their attitude. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we can do. Okay, I think we can move on to Super D. Hi, good evening. Are you there?
Super D, are you there? We need you to unmute. Let's hear you, Super D. Big one, I can still see you and I'm still waiting. Or maybe he's somewhere he can talk. Okay, it's all right.
Okay.
Super D, I don't know if you can speak where you are. You're just coming in. I think I just saw you, but it's all right. We're talking about attitudes and how it affects our world. if we have a positive attitude or we have a negative attitude, or sometimes some people they eat neither negative nor positive. You're wondering, they're even confusing some more. You know, we have all sort of people around us, but like I say, it's our own attitude towards anything or anyone that really matters a lot. So we want to hear what's your contribution about this topic. How important is attitude to us as humans? I want to hear from you today. So maybe Super D could be a phone call or anything, or and yeah, see. So whilst we're waiting, let me bring my puzzle for today.
Puzzle.
It's very easy one. So I'll put it out there so people can start, thinking about it. So this puzzle is very easy. I bet even you can get it even. So it is, I have branches, but no fruit, no trunk or leaves. What am I? I have branches, no fruit, no trunk, no leaves. What am I? That is my puzzle for today. So now if you help type it up there and you just copy it whilst you send it so that you can send it at intervals. So that way you don't have to keep typing all the time. Let me see. Let's invite. So Super D, are you there now? Super D, let's hear you. Ego, I'm gonna bring you up. Let's talk some more about this attitude. In my talk, I've tried to open it, dissect it as much as possible. How attitude, when it's negative, can affect a lot of aspects of our lives, our professional lives, our personal life, our family life, and what have you. Because attitude goes a long way, and nobody is born with a bad attitude. It's something that people learn. So if you can learn bad attitude, obviously you should be able to learn good attitude as well. And we know that good attitude will take you thus far. Bad attitude, you're on your own. Show me the person with their bad attitude who has attained. I don't know. There may be, but I don't know of any. Ato, good evening. I hope you're there. We'd love to hear from you today. What is your take on attitude? Is attitude everything? How important is attitude to us as humans? Yeah, that's our question after the talk. Let me see. Some people are just coming in, so I don't know how much of the talk they've got. Yeah, good evening, Ato. Let's invite you and hear what you have to say about attitude. How far do you think attitude can take some word insight? How are you, my brother? Good to see you. Oh,
Good evening.
good evening, Ato. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Word inside. It's been a long time. Welcome. Good evening.
Insight with FunmiRoyal. Insight with Word Insight. Good evening, everyone.
You're welcome. Word Insight. Welcome to Insight. So now I don't know who you want to call next, but at least the box is getting fuller.
Yay. All right. Let's go to. Oh, someone's gone off.
No,
Someone gone off?
I'll try and bring them. It's Super D, I think. Let me see.
Oh,
if I can bring her back.
Because I think okay. Oh, he's coming back. Word of insight. Is he?
Yeah. Word Insight is still there. Actor is still there. Yeah. Onoyetu is still there, but her network is
Not. Yeah, the network is going off on them. Okay. Let's go to Ato. Hello.
Hey,
Good evening.
good
Welcome.
evening. Yeah, thank you.
So we're talking about attitude. Did you hear the talk before?
No, I just came in.
Okay. So we're talking about positive attitude, negative attitude, and how it can impact our lives and the people around us. So do you have anything you want to share about that?
No, I just only knew that a bad attitude will not get you to anywhere.
Well, that's good to know.
The way he just spoke, I mean, I don't know, I just had to laugh. I'm like, oh, well done.
That's it. That's the keynote. You went straight to the keynote. It won't get you anywhere.
Bad attitude will only you. That will make you a lot of enemies, and that will not get you to anywhere.
Yes, yes, definitely. It's true. Okay. What kind of attitude do you have? What would you say? How would you describe your attitude?
Um, I try to be good to people. I try to be nice. I try to be humble.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only thing. Of course, it can as well make people take advantage of you, but it's okay.
Yeah.
But I think being humble and respect people and love people is the most important thing.
Great. That's a great attitude to have. Yes.
Mm,
That's a very great attitude to have. Because obviously, sometimes when you have a good heart and
yeah.
you care a lot, some people have that and they've developed this attitude that, it's not worth when people, take advantage of you. So then they develop this attitude, I'm going to not be like that. So I'm happy that you've got that attitude where even though you're aware that sometimes people do take advantage, you still choose to be kind, caring, helpful to others. That's really good.
Just being who you are, God will
Yeah.
still protect you
Yeah. Amen. Amen.
and bring the good people around you.
Yes.
As the
Okay.
Bible say, will order your feet.
Yes.
So that's the most important thing.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm.
Hey, I think we've got a few things, love or good things, put in the chat. Yes, attitude is considered very important to humans as it significantly influences our behavior. It's definitely true. Yeah. Attitude affects our decision making. Yes, definitely. Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
I think Onoye is ready. I think.
Okay. Did you see that? Okay. Oh no, yeah, hi.
Oh
Yay.
yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Long time no
yeah,
see.
I know. Being stressed out these few days. That's why.
Okay. Good to have you.
Anyway, thank you. If we want to say attitude is a very big is a big word,
Mm,
and then it can also be breaking into different angles.
mm,
We have we have we have your manner, we have your mindset, we have your disposition, we have your position. Yeah, so it all goes a long way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if we really say attitude is everything. No, attitude is not really everything because of that. Because some people can actually deem you, and they will say this person have attitude. There are some people who set their standard very high, who want their
mm,
things to be. Some people they are very sensitive to words. There's some kind of expectation of where they're expecting from you to say, and then if you didn't say it, they might just walk away from you. And that's all. This person has So some people are like that who build their walls so high.
mm,
So we can judge people sometimes wrongly based on how they set their own standard and they will say they have attitude.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
So at the end
Set,
of the day, there are some
sorry
people
to
who
stop,
have
Onoye. Setting high standard in terms of attitude is not negative, though.
Mm.
Are you still there?
yeah, like I said, yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, there are some people who they want to talk with you, but after listening to the say no, I don't really like the way this person is. So they'll just okay, that's fine. They'll just leave you and go. But the next person who will be judging that person, it's like this guy, this person have attitude. I just say one or two things and then it just stop me, it just go. But not that the person have attitude, the person is expecting some certain ways or behavior from you, and since that behavior does not align with his own principle, he will just okay, that's fine. He will just go. But most of the time, we judge those kind of people that the person have attitude.
Okay. Maybe we have low standard of
Mm.
attitude. How about that? Yes. Yeah, Onoye, your network is kind of fluctuating, but at least we're still trying to manage to hear what you're saying. I don't know, the network for some of you is just throwing you back and forth. Hopefully it stabilizes. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nancy, good to see you. You're welcome.
Is
Yes.
it still clear or is it going still acting up?
It's, you're back
So
now.
okay, yeah, you're back now. Let's hear you again. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, some people really set their standard very high, and then if you did not carefully to study that kind of individual, you will say the person have an attitude. But the person does not really have an attitude. It's just the way he set his own standard, have things needs to be done in his own environment and area.
Nancy,
And then once you
sorry, somebody's asking what the topic is. No, sorry, can you see on your screen because it's running?
Yeah.
It's there.
It's gone. Oh no, it's their attitude. Yeah, I'll type it in.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Please, thank you for that. Sorry, Anoyebi. Sorry to cut you.
yeah, so like I said, so sometimes we judge people wrongly that they have bad attitude. But at the end of the day, we fail to look at the other angle of the next person who is judging the person and what are the core value of that person, that thing that is he doesn't like. So those are so I say so attitude cannot never really be everything, because some people they have good attitude at work. You will see them at work, very respectful, does everything. But when you meet them at home, being a close friend, there are some certain things that does not resonate with the person. I say, no, I don't like all these kind of things. He always cut those things off. So we see sometimes we have different attitude. So our manner might be different with our mindset. So that person that you consider that even have a bad attitude, but the mindset of that person is quite positive. You know what he's doing. So because inside the attitude, you see there's a mindset inside attitude definition. There's a positive mindset, there's a negative mindset, there's a position, there's your head well-being.
I think you're making that person look like or sound like a confused person. Because if you have a bad attitude and your mindset is positive, how does that work? You
No,
are who you are.
Am I chipping something?
Please.
No, I'm not saying that the
My
person have bad
brother,
attitude.
my brother, please listen to me. The problem, what I see in what you just said is, you need to come to some people's level. Not everybody, we are not on the same page. Some are high, some are on high page, some are on the middle page, some are on the lower page. When you are dealing with people, you deal with different type of people.
Yeah.
You come to some people's level, and you learn from people to go up. So saying attitude, people will see you as if you have attitude. No, I don't think so. All you need to do is to come to their level and dispense what you want to dispense, or you tell them what you want to tell them, whether they learn from you or you learn from them. Communication is two-way sword. You learn from them and they learn from you too. So I don't think attitude will affect that. You just have to come to their level. That won't take anything away from you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for adding that. Onoye, are you still there?
Yeah. I also understand that one. You say that sometimes you can come down to some people and try to understand them.
Yeah.
I also understand that one.
That is a positive mindset towards people, so to say. And again, I'll say this because, like I said, I'm a counselor by profession. There is no way somebody will have a positive mindset and give up a bad attitude.
Okay.
I can be a positive person. I'm having a bad day. I get it, but it cannot be a way of life. The two does not go together like that, because it would take a lot of energy for you to be positive mindset and be doing something else. You're straining your person as human. So if I'm having a bad day, doesn't make me a bad person. I'm just having a bad day and I'm reacting maybe in a negative attitude. But that's that day. Do you understand? I don't know if I'm making sense. But
Yeah, you are.
your mindset is who you are, and this is what you give off all the time. So they're two different things. So let's not confuse it. There's no how. That person, they need mental health. for help if they're truly living life like that. Anyways, for what? For I don't think so.
Or
Yeah,
maybe
thank you.
it's just the level of tolerance is different in different environment. But like you said, it's coming from a place that your attitude is coming from a single place. Yes.
Yeah. The mind is a powerful place
Yeah.
where a lot of our essence is formed,
Innate.
and then it comes out, just like that. So they're negative in their mindset.
Yes.
Know that. There's no doubt.
Yes.
Thank you.
Is it possible for me to give a contribution on that, please?
You say?
Is it possible for me to give a contribution on that, please?
Yes.
Yes, please. Yeah, James,
I think in my
welcome.
own opinion, I think I've met few people, not all. It's possible for someone to have a positive mindset and give a bad attitude. It's
That's
very
what I'm saying,
the
that.
chances are very possible because we grow from different environments, different lifestyle, different upbringing. This has to do with our growing up, our process of development. Some people, what you see as bad might be good to them.
Oh yeah,
You
well.
only classify it as bad or good because it doesn't suit you or it goes well with you.
True.
To them, it is good. Some people, they be like, oh, maybe like trying to eat someone is good to them. But they are doing something that so you see it as, oh, this thing is not is bad. It doesn't suit well with me. I think like the person who spoke the other time said, a place of clear communication on what you want and how you can adapt to others is what brings about the kind of attitude you can say. I think when you are to define someone's attitude, you have to get, this is what I want, this is what I do not want. So when someone is doing what you don't want, it becomes bad to you, regardless of how they do it or what they do. But for the fact it doesn't suit well with you, it is a bad thing.
Okay.
So people from different environments, just like, and one of those things I think we can do is coming down to those people's level. Let them understand what you are doing to me or to that person is bad or is good. Some people might be doing something wrong and they won't even know. And they'll be like, oh, this is how we do, this is what we do. I think that is my own observation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hear you. Now let me just take this. I hear you so much, MC. Like I said, I hear you. That's why sometimes some people wear so many hats. I'll tell you, just so that we don't get doing things twisted. I know there's so many kinds of people in the world. Like for me as a counselor, like I say, some people would come and I know the kind of therapy I'm going to have to approach their situation with, maybe a person-centered approach. Some, it could be psychodynamic. I have to dig deep into their childhood. Some is existential. How do you see life? How are you existing? And things like that. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm trying to say is, look, if I'm meeting you today, Chemsi, and we're trying to, know one another, is my attitude to you that would make you either want to get to know me some more or push me away like I don't want to know you.
Yeah.
I might meet Onoye tomorrow. You don't want to know me because you think I have a bad attitude. Onoye is meeting me and feels, oh, Fumi has all the attitude in the world. I want to know her. So for each person, we have certain attitudes we show, so to say. But who are we? Whether with Onoye, whether with Chemsi, who am I as a person? What is here as a person? Do you understand? So I'm trying to say to us that sometimes it's you that have that attitude and you're thinking this person is not giving good attitude. But what I'm trying to emphasize is there is no way I'm a positive person, I'm a positive thinker, I'm a positive whatever, and I'm living life every day negative attitude. It's not possible. And I don't know, I think we're crossing one line there, which I really want to put clarity to. Do you understand me? So, but in totality of it all, I get what you're saying. But like I'm saying, with different people will bring different attitude. It's who you are as a person. Chemsi, are you a positive thinker? Are you a positive person? Because no matter what, even if my own attitude towards you is bad, 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 one day if I open that door, I will just see your positive person, your positive thinking person, your positive attitude person. So it is me, it is my attitude, it's my problem, not you. So you as a person, you're okay. But it's my attitude towards you that is, I say, you're a negative person. Some people, there is no how you're good, good, good to them. They will still see negative in you. That is their
Yeah.
problem.
To
That
support what
is
we
their
just said,
problem, not your problem.
to
So I
support
don't
what we
want
just
us to,
said,
yeah.
to support what we just said,
Yes,
you
sir.
see, it is not possible you give what you don't have. Nobody
No.
can plug,
Oh,
nobody can plug, can plug a apple on a mango tree. It's
at
not
all.
possible.
At all. At all. Thank you for that, sir.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, nah.
Okay. So where are we now?
So, Chansey, sorry now, Chansey, you said you wanted to add to. So, what is your own perspective? Do you think,
Oh my
or how
goodness.
important is attitude to us humans? We can start with that, or if you have any other contribution.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think attitude, when we come talks about attitude, it's more or less related to kindness or being you relate it to kindness, you relate it to empathy,
Good.
you relate it to kind of I think the synonyms is character. Yeah, character.
Yeah.
And I think what brings about attitude is your, like you said, your personality, your mindset, your IQ, you as a definition. I think your attitude, you as a definition, is your attitude. Like I do tell people, no matter I haven't had the job who said, no matter how much you treat me evil, all I will reciprocate to you is kindness because that is who I am.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Some of my friends like you are being stupid, you are a daft. I was like, no, I'm not. It's just because I don't know how to retaliate evil things.
But
It
it's
is
not
just like
you. It's not
being. Is
you.
I think I see attitude as a kind of in IT they use like a kind of programming language. It's as if something that has been programmed, and someone like her, I've met someone. I think there's in my school days. He was said, "I wish to be kind, but I can't do it." Then I was like, how is it possible? You just feel like being evil. All you can just do is evil. And that person was very old person. He said something, he said, that is just me. That is all I can. You said you are the one seeing it as evil, but to me, it makes me happy. That is all I could do. And it happens practically. This is someone of above 60.
Wow.
Wow.
But then, being a child and you're very inquisitive, you want to know more. And I was so shocked. How is that happen? And I got to realize that attitude doesn't really come up based on your definition. But why growing up, what you learn from your environment, it's what embodied in your attitude, your family background embodied in your attitude, and the kind of developmental stages as well. What you see, what you feel, what you hear in your environment, and what makes up, just like you have the DNA component, is exactly what makes this attitude. And we can see in our society today, we have we can't say it's mixed of bad and evil, which is over 70 to 30.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Especially
70 to 30. And we now have this language we use to equalize, be like, it is because it doesn't suit you. But to me, it's good. Bad is bad, good is good. No synonyms, no antonyms. Is that it is, we all know when something is kindness. We all can divine this thing is black, we can divine white. There is no mix up, there is nothing like black and white. There is nothing like Mickey color. We all know, but as times goes on, I think we can just work on our attitude in the society. I think the society we grow, if we can just treat others based on, oh, this is what I can offer. Kindness is all what I can offer, regardless of other people. And sorry to say this, my dad will say something, said, no matter someone treats you bad, keep giving positivity. It's that the person will get to a point that I feel like, am I stupid? I'm treating this person so bad. He's still giving me good attitude. He said that thing alone is more than a revenge. And the person will change for good. And I think if we can just emulate this in our society, it will be a safe and a better place to live. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Sorry, nah, Chansey, it's because of what you said. I don't know how much of my talk, because I always give a talk. Sometimes people are not here, so when it's time to kind of open the box, that's when they come. So they miss out on a whole lot. And I'll tell you, in my closing thoughts today in my talk, I said your attitude is one of the most powerful tools you have to shape your life. It is not something you were born with. Just to reference what you said, it's something we choose to cultivate every day. And as a child born to my parents, the first set of people whose attitude is going to rub off on me are my parents. Do you understand? Or if it's a guardian, because I know some people come straight into orphanage, they no parents or whatever. So whoever has right to help them grow as human, whether as a toddler, as a teenager, as a whatever, you're not born with attitude. Nobody was born bad, but they learn badness or they learn bad when they come into this world. So if you can learn bad, you can also learn good.
Yeah.
So I know some people, they grow up in where there's wickedness everywhere, and this is from the core of their essence. And now they're grown, they're living life apart from these people who brought them up, and this wickedness is all they know. And it does not mean that they can't change, but they have refused to, or they don't think they need to change. So it's something we can learn, it's something we can adopt or adapt into, but does not make anyone totally bad, anyone totally evil. But it's something they've learned and gotten used to. So thank you for that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think to buttress what you said, it's easier said than done that one can change one's attitude.
I know.
But sincerely speaking, let's be
Old
practical
habits
here.
die hard. Old habits
It-
die hard.
It's like a X sentence. Let me use that language because of TikTok. It's like a S sentence. It's like a D word. Because so it's just like when you are telling an adult to start, and one of those things that are not encouraging people to learn this new attitude, good attitude. They'll be like, well, even if I still do good, they will condemn me. So they should let me just do what is bad. At least I will be happy. I will get the satisfaction. I think that is what the environment is not welcoming.
Tracy, self-condemnation is not a...
I know. No, I've met, let me say, I'm this kind of a young girl, but I like working with people that are far older than me, especially people of elderly age, to be as friends. When I would like, sir, why is this happen? Why is this? They would like, you know what? Not that we don't change. But okay, let's assume, for example, we know stealing is a bad habit. Someone was like, oh, I want to repent. I don't want to steal again. I just want to be a very clean person. Maybe something just got missing. They'll be like, oh, let's go and look for this person. He will be the one. Apparently, when he used to steal, no one could face him or her. But because of the stigma, they'll be like, well, people already know me for it. Nobody wants to go through that pains. They don't want to go through that isolation because there's no love to embrace them. The isolation, the loneliness, the depression that comes with it as well.
Dempsey, again, I'll respond to that. I said to you or to people in the talk, when it gets too much, you may need to seek a therapist, a counselor, a professional. Because, like I say, for the fact that you think it will bring stigma. And people will just come and say, once upon a time he was bad, but now he is good. That is a testimony. Don't stigmatize yourself and think people are stigmatizing you.
Sure.
They're two different things. It's hard. There it is. That's the underlying word.
Yeah,
It's
but
very
you know,
difficult.
Yes,
but
exactly.
it can
It's
be
very hard.
done. It can be done.
Mm,
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
of course, it can. But it's not everyone can easily live like,
Some
there's
never
some
do.
people, their condemnation start from their family.
Some never
Not
change.
everyone will be bold enough to talk out.
I know. I know. Some never change. They come and go like that. Then this is the
Hmm.
world we live in. Some people, and but one thing I believe is there's no one that is beyond redemption.
Amen.
Whether they now take it is a different thing altogether. Like for me, even as a counselor, whatever you say, whatever strategy, whatever is up to that client to take it on and try it or not try it. It doesn't mean when next they come for session and I say, oh, by the way, our talk, did you try this? And they say no. It doesn't mean I say, oh, please open the door, get out. You're not serious. No, no. I will still sit there with them and ask, okay, why did you not try? Think is challenging? Why is it difficult? Why do you think is, there's so many ways. That attitude took years and years to build in them. So it would take years and years sometimes to remove that. But it's only if they have the attitude to think they can change. That's why I say self-condemnation is a negative thing. It's not going to help anyone. And I know some people, they've lost hope. And that's why
Yes,
we have to bring hope
exactly.
back to them so that they know that, look, even if you've been bad for 100 days, be good for that one day.
One day,
And
that's right.
it will somehow override the badness, if I can put it that way. But you have to get it right in your mind that I want to change for good. No matter what they say about me, no matter what stigmatization, whatever, I want to change to be a good person. I want to change my attitude to be a good attitude. People would find, in fact, the first few times they're good, people may say, look at me. They will say all sorts, but you'll be focused. With time, they will see the genuineness in your attitude and they will come to embrace it. You don't give up. You don't
Yes,
give up. Yeah? Thank you. Thank you, Chemsi. I'm not attacking you, but
no,
people are listening. For some
yes.
people, have lost hope as well, and they're listening in. So we'd like to let them know that there is still hope, regardless of where they're at. It has nothing to do with their age, it has a lot to do with their mindset and their attitude to wanting to change
Change, that's it.
positively.
Yes,
Yeah?
Exactly.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to move to, is it double? I can just see double.
Yeah,
Oh, are
double
you
zero.
there?
Let me see.
Hi,
Guys,
double zero. You're
Host,
welcome.
my network is dropping me
thank you.
down.
How are
It
you?
can take me off again.
Okay, sorry, double zero. I think Word Inside has been here, but because his network keeps dropping him back and forth, so let him speak quickly before the thing will throw him out again. I'm so sorry.
Okay, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's
Thank
fine.
you.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Good evening, the lover of good
Yeah,
things, and
yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine.
How was your
It's been
weekend?
uh, good. Thank God. All glory to God. And our host is bubbling. You can see, you are looking younger than your age.
Hey, it's my attitude, maybe.
Ah, that's what I was gonna say.
You
I
know,
learned a long time ago. Nothing, as long as there is God, I'm good. I'm good.
Amen.
yeah. You
Thank
know,
you.
lover of good things said something on the comment section, and that has been a reflection of what I just said right now about your appearance.
Oh,
Just keep it up. You know, what I want to say is this: I don't know what prompted you to talk about attitude, but I think before I finish my contribution, I want you to have a pen with you there and a paper.
okay, let's see. I'm gonna have a pen.
Okay, because this word attitude is a very big word, and to achieve anything in life, if you don't have this attitude, you're not going to go anywhere. You
Okay, you
understand?
know what? Let me tap it on my computer because I don't have a
Okay.
pen. Yeah.
Yes, as I say it, this word, among the English words that I've seen or heard,
Yeah.
This is the only word that when you look at it alphabetically by numerical numbers, this is the only word that comes with 100%. And I wanted to do that now.
Okay.
That is, A is 1, T is 2020, right? So when you
Sorry, say
calculate,
that again. Say that again.
A is 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then just put them in their numbers and calculate them. Tell us if it's 100% or not. And I proceed.
I get you. All this mind.
Yeah,
Oh, dear,
you
that's
know,
gonna take a while. So, but carry on. Let me see.
yeah. When you have a good attitude, then you are good to go in life because your attitude determines your altitude.
Yeah.
The attitude you have will determine, it has a lot of factors to determine where you are going to in life. Okay. And without a dictionary definition, this is my own definition about attitude: is ability to control the environment and tame and curtail yourself at always. Okay, having much commitment attached to it because you must be conscious of who you are. You must be committed to whatever you are standing out for. But before you can have this right attitude, you must have a paradigm shift. And that paradigm shift is you must have a change of mindset.
Yeah.
Must have a positive mindset, not a negative one. Because when you have a positive mindset, it's coming from the inside. You understand?
Yeah.
And with a right attitude, when you are anywhere, nothing panics. You don't get panic. You know when to speak at the right time because you are curtailed, you are tamed, you give account of your words. Your words carries power
Yeah.
because you must be somebody that respects your word, because if you do not respect your word, people should not respect you as well. So when you speak, people listen because every word you say must be accounted for. And when you see people say, I'm lettered. When you hear somebody say, I'm lettered, that means they always give account of their words.
Yeah.
And anybody who cannot give account of their words, then that person should not be taken seriously.
Yes.
And the next thing I want to talk about is there is no way you will have a right attitude and give a negative behavior. You will have a right attitude and give a negative behavior. Attitude and behavior and characters, these three things are interwoven. You can't take one away from each other.
No, at all.
Yeah. So, and we should also be able to differentiate between a shortcoming, things that we are battling from birth, a shortcoming, things like an inborn attitude. There are some people, no matter how you try to curtail it, there are people, they can't stay with one woman, some can't stay with one man. Some, when you give them money, they will give you 100 excuse over the money.
Hey.
Some can lie, some can steal. You understand things like that. But when you are so conscious about your personality, you will be very, very careful not to be misbehave. But once in a while, you might get out of rage. But when you are very, very cautious, you will be very, very careful the things you do. Okay? You'll be very careful because there are some things, and that is why I always talk about parenting. Okay?
Yeah.
There are two phases in a man's life. The first phase is from your first year where you were born in your family to age 20. That is the first stage.
Yeah.
Whatever that has been inculcated into you, whatever the family morals and core values that has been inculcated into you, it's very difficult to forget in a lifetime. The next stage is when somebody gets to age 40, those compelling reasons you want them to do things you have taught them to do will no longer be there, because at that point you are talking to an adult,
Yeah.
even getting to a mature person. So most times when you are talking, advising people, you are giving them word of advice. Either they take it, just like you said, you are a counselor. Either they take it or they leave it. At that point, you don't have a compelling reason. Even your own son, your own daughter, you don't have a compelling reason to compare them. But from that year 0 to 20, you can compare them, and they must do it, because at that point, you have, from the year 0, you have inculcated morals standard into their lives, and that gives them a foundation of life to where they're going. So this, have you been able to look at what I just said earlier about the attitude?
When I finish, I'll stop it to let you know. I'm still writing it out so that I can explain
Yeah,
it to people. Yeah.
yeah, because it's very deep. Anyone who has maintained attitude, we go to any level, any height in life. There is no limitation, because you know when to do the right thing at the right time. And I will say this: you cannot change the way people treat you. You can't change the way people see you. You can't change the way people talk to you. The only thing you have in your quiver, in your control, is how you respond to it. Okay? It is your response that will tell of the kind of attitude you possess. You understand?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, when I said your attitude determines your altitude, our thought forms our words and
Yes,
not the eventualities of our lives. What you think is what you become.
that's right.
What you have inside is what you exhibit.
That's
The
right.
Bible said, as a man thinketh, so he is.
Yes.
Okay? And most times, let us not forget, sometimes when we're trying to keep our church, I don't know, host, I don't know if you have been in a place where there are chaos and you have not spoken a word. Nobody within that vicinity can detest or ascertain who you are. A lot of people will be so dumbfounded, they will be so surprised, say, who is this person?
Yeah. Yeah.
She or he have not spoken. Who must this person be?
But I have a thing with that. You don't have to know me before your attitude is good towards me.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is, if you have not spoken, nobody knows you.
Yeah.
Everybody will always be in suspense. Who is this person?
Assumptions, all sort of assumptions about you.
Yeah, yeah. So it will get to a point where you have to speak. And when you speak, somebody will know somebody is speaking. Because, the Bible said, a multitude of words comes unwanted sin. That
Okay,
means
sorry,
when you
word
speak,
insight. If I get you correctly, so A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So if
yeah.
I add up everything, it should give me what?
100.
100%. 100.
So maybe I've not written it up properly. But it's giving me 133, but I'll sort it out. Let me go through it one more time and be sure, yeah?
Yeah, in alphabetical order, numerical,
Yeah.
alphabetical and numerical.
Everything EVERYTHING should give me 5 plus 22 plus 5. So I'll just check the numbers. I've not mixed them up, yeah?
Okay,
So
okay.
carry on. Yeah, you can carry on.
So, yeah, so what I'm saying before I round up is this. If, the altitude, when a serpent is taken up to the air on certain degree, when it gets to a certain degree on the air, the venom becomes powerless.
That's right. Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. That's why when the eagle picks the serpent, it takes the serpent to a high altitude. And at that place, because of the attitude of the eagle, the
Something.
serpent will lose its own attitude and capacity on the air and become powerless. So what am I trying to say is, this attitude is very important in every man's life. I was listening when somebody was saying, lowering yourself to their level, bringing yourself to their level. You don't bring yourself to people's level. If you keep your attitude, the people that matters to your level will come to your level. Let me say this again. Keep your attitude right. The people that knows the worth of your level will come to you. Okay? Because we have Bugatti, we have Ferrari, we have Lamborghini. They only contain 2 people, but they are more expensive than the cars that contain so many people.
Yeah.
They are more expensive than lorries. We're not talking about quantity, we're talking about quality.
Yeah.
Because you are exceptional. When you bring yourself down, okay, let me use this illustration. If an iron is hot and you drop it inside the cold water, within a space of some seconds, the iron will become cold or moderate with the same water, and the water will exhaust the strength from it, and the iron will no longer be functional, effective to iron, and the water cannot do anything as well.
Yeah.
So if you are bringing, this is not being proud or being egoistic, no, but maintaining your attitude does not mean you are proud. It means you are keeping to your pace, and your pace should matter.
Yeah.
And this is a host, let me say this, wherever you are around the world today,
Yeah.
there are kind of people you want to meet. Okay, let me say this before I say that. The level you are, the level I am, the level every one of us and the people listening from the FYP are right now is the level of people you have associated yourself with. You can't go above it. If you wanna, if you wanna step up, there are level of people you need to start associating yourself with
Yeah,
right
definitely.
now.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah, and I want to also say this, that did you know there are places you meet people you want to step to your level. You don't meet them anyhow. And that is wherever you are around the world. There are places you go to, outside here, they might sell a bottle water for 2,000, but you didn't go for that. You went for a place where it sold for 10,000. There is a reason, because there are people you will meet there. They are where kings go to. They are where prince go to. They are where presidents sit on. So if you are able to meet up to that standard, you can sit there with your attitude, maintain check, not rubbishing yourself or ridiculing yourself. Somebody will look at you from a distance and say, who is this person?
Yeah. Yeah.
It has, this year it has happened to me. I went to a place, somebody introduced me to someone and someone to someone. And who were doing something is a prof. The man is a prof. He went to Australia in 1985
Wow.
to do his master's and came back in 1991 and became a lecturer in Unilag from 1991. So he retired this year. So I spoke. He said, young man, I want to know you. And the people who introduced me to him said, you can't know him, you must come through us. He said, later he was talking to me, he told them, he said, 2 of you have been my friends. Yeah, but if you are not careful, I will disown you. Because,
Oh, that's cool.
honestly. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say, I kept my attitude. It works for me. Saying the right thing at the right time is always a plus. You don't need to, not for showing off, but what you know, you know. And there is something some people don't understand is this. When you hear somebody is lettered or learned or prof, you think they know everything. No, there are things they don't know.
At all.
And when they catch up that you know that thing they're looking for,
They want to know.
they'll get your attention. And the day he asked me to come, I came. He said, can you profile yourself for me? Tell me, detail yourself for me. Who are you? He said he's giving me 15 minutes. I sat
Really?
down.
Is that an interview?
Yeah, I sat down. I told him who I am. He said, listen up. I'm about to write a book, but I will not mention your name there. This is just within the couple of two weeks or 3 weeks thereabout. You understand? So what am I trying to say is, this attitude is very important. Keep your cool. Don't stress yourself. but it's gonna pay. You're gonna pay a lot of price for it because most times when you keep quiet, silent means two things. Either you agreed, you submit your opinion, or you don't. It's only when you speak, people will know where you're operating from. So it's going to cost you a lot. People will trample upon your silence, your calmness, your cool, but you know what you want. And what you want, you go for it.
Yes,
When you
amen.
go for it, I said this as I drop this mic, don't lower your standard. Keep your attitude 100%
Yes.
at every time. Because when you try to bring yourself down to the level you are bringing yourself down, you might not rise up back to where you are. If you cut the 100%, you might struggle never to get back on your feet because you must be able to stand properly before you talk about bringing people to your level, because those people you are lowering yourself to, they want also bring you to their level as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
First Corinthians chapter 10 verse 12 said, he that thinketh he stand should take heed
Yes, you can.
lest he fall.
Yes.
Okay, don't overestimate yourself and don't underestimate others.
Yes.
Thank you so much and God bless you.
Thank you. Wow.
Wow, wow, wow. Sorry, nah, let me
Go
just
on.
put that out there. The assignment you gave me. So maybe because I'm rushing it, but I don't think so. Because I put A equals 1, B equals 2, all the way to Z. Z is 26. And everything is spelled EVRYTHING, which is number.
Okay, 20. Host,
Huh?
What did you say?
20 is 20, right?
20, yeah.
T is 20.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
You know what?
5.
It just continue. I will do that. I will do 5 is 5. I will
Yeah,
do that in the
5
comment
plus
section. Don't problem.
22
Don't,
plus 5 plus 18 plus 25 plus 20 plus 8 plus 9 plus 14 plus 7. I got 133. So maybe there's something we're missing.
What word are
no
we doing?
problem.
What word? What
Continue.
word are you doing?
Everything. Or perhaps it's attitude you want me to add,
Yes.
not everything.
I think so.
It's attitude, yeah. Because I did attitude and it came up to 100.
Okay, so it's attitude, not everything. He was
No,
he confused.
attitude.
Okay, so that would be it then.
Yeah.
So if you do attitude, it will give you
Yeah.
100.
100,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, because I was
Yeah, what I
wondering.
said is attitude is 100%.
Yes.
And that 100% must be kept.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you add up
Come.
attitude, A plus T plus T adds
Yeah.
whatever. I
Yeah.
say, okay,
Comes up
all
to,
right.
I've done it. Yeah, it comes up to 100.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
So
Yeah.
what I said is,
Word inside.
sorry,
Somebody's asking
sir?
something. Yeah.
Yeah, what I said about coming to people's level, it depends on the scenario. Like
Okay,
a servant helped
yeah.
a master. He said there was a prophet in Israel. If only you can go to him, you will be healed of your leprosy. What if that master said, well, I'm a general in the army. Who are you? Aren't you a bloody servant? And he refused to listen to her. He would die with his leprosy. It depends on the scenario. Is it only your level people whom you are on the same level you relate to? No. It depends
Let
on
me
the scenario.
let me
Whatever.
let, let me say this. Sorry. I'm not. What I meant is when I talk about people coming to your level. In the case of Naaman was looking for a solution, and at that point, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Continue. We can hear you.
Yeah, you
Naaman has
loud and
no.
clear.
Yeah, at that point, Naaman to me, inspirationally and insightfully, Naaman has no level because he was a leper. He wasn't even supposed to be among the people, but because of the kind of battle and the fears he has won, the master loved him. So now, looking at it from the deeper realm, that girl that was captured in battle, God purposely took that child for a purpose like that. So for me, Naaman was not even superior to the child, over the child. Okay? That child at that point, somebody who can profile a solution to you is already on the top notch level. Do you understand me, sir? Lover of good thing. So
And I
what I'm
hear you.
yeah, what I'm saying is for that girl to have the effrontery, the audacity to talk to the woman to tell the man, that means the girl already might be small in stature, but her level and attitude is already high, because in those days, I know you know what a captain means. To be a captain, number one to the king. After the king in that land, there's nobody else. So what I'm saying is, I'm not talking about being proud. You understand? Just like you said, in some circumstances, the what I'm saying is keep your attitude and don't let, because so many people who want you to come to their level want to bring you to the level where they are. You know, wherever you are, wherever anybody is, we are the middle. Either you go up or you come down.
Down, exactly.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, fastest way to go backward. And I will say this, that when I said that, well, I'm not saying you should be proud, you should not attend to people. You keep your attitude. Don't let anybody make you to lower it. You can assist anybody at any time. You can give advice to anybody. But when you give your advice, make sure your attitude is still at top notch. And I use this man as a reference point. There's a man called Ahithophel. That man called Ahithophel. You know, I have had, maybe one day I will have time to talk about him. This was a man, he advised somebody. And after advising somebody, the person refused the advice. He went home, put his house in order, and unalive himself. You understand? This is somebody that he knows himself, he knows his attitude. He has never, the Bible says, when he gives a counsel, he speaks like a man who has consulted God already. And his counsel never fail. He has not given somebody. And let me portray the point who this man is. Ahithophel was the man who helped David to succeed in his reign. He was David's counselor. So I've heard a lot of people say every counsel of Ahithophel fell. That prayer is not correct.
No.
Because he was a very profound, when he gives a metaphorical advice. And when he gives David advice, David never twit without his advice. He gave Absalom the advice, and Absalom twatted with the advice, and he paid with it with his life. You know, how can you explain this to me? Somebody gave me an advice and I refused the advice, and he went to his house and put his house in order and unalive himself. Are you? I try to phantom me. I've tried to look for the insight of that word. I talk about him. So, sir, lover of good things. What I'm saying is, even when you are trying to help people, don't put your attitude in jeopardy. It's not pride. Still be on your notch, be on your guard, because a lot of people who are coming for you to give them advice are also coming to bring you down. They are not coming with good intentions. Some want you to be on the same level where they are, because, you know, some people, the battle gets to a point, they will say, instead I will move forward and go and fight in the battle, I better return back to where I'm coming from. But going back is not an
Don't
option.
compromise.
So, yeah.
No,
So
no
that is what I'm
compromise.
saying. No compromise, because it will take you time. It is with a good attitude that you can build integrity. You know, loyalty is
Yeah,
for sale.
yeah.
Loyalty is for sale.
Double
No matter how
sleep.
loyal, yeah. No matter how loyal I am to you, somebody can buy my loyalty. But if I've built integrity with a good attitude, then I can be considered over and over again, because it is not going to take you 5 years to build integrity, not 10 years. It's going to take you 15, 20, 25 years. And that's why when you even go to sign a guarantor for somebody, they will ask you, how long have you known this person?
Right.
How long have you known him?
Yeah.
Because what they're asking is, if we don't see him, we'll come for you. So that is my point, sir. Lover of good things. I'm not saying that you're not gonna. Naaman took that advice. Okay, he took that. Just like I said earlier, the girl was on a top notch. She might be a small girl, but for her to have that effrontery to advise the commander of that army, the girl wasn't
That's God.
Yeah.
on a normal free flow. She was on a top-notch attitude. If she doesn't have attitude, she will not speak to the woman that will tell the commander, that will tell Naaman. If she's a playful type, that her words is always not accounted for, nobody will listen to her. But when your attitude is on a top notch, when you speak, people will listen to you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for clarifying that. Yes. Okay. Are you gonna take a break for the puzzle thing, or?
Yeah, let's just remind them again of our puzzle for today. Our puzzle says, I have branches, but no fruit, no trunk, no leaves. What am I? So if you know the answer, please come into the box and tell us the answer, and you get the gift for today.
Yes. Does anyone in the box wants to attempt the puzzle?
2007.
Okay.
Yes,
My fingers.
this puzzle is pulling my legs. This puzzle is pulling my legs.
Don't worry, pull my legs too. I agree.
So if you know, you can attempt already. Otherwise, we'll carry on with our discussion. Yes.
Host, you see this puzzle? I was asked about this puzzle about 10, 15 years ago, but I can tell you right now that I've forgotten it.
Oh.
I'm just trying to recall back. It's the answer is very, very common, just something, but I can't, man is getting older with so many responsibility on the medulla oblongata with the cerebral.
Maybe memory will juggle itself and come back. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Let's move back. Okay. We'll move to 007.
007.
007. Yeah. Hi. Because we.
Apologies and thank you so much for your
Apologies, yes.
patience.
Are you there?
007. I hope you're still there.
If you could please unmute. Okay. I think. Let me see. Is there anything there?
Yes, I'm still here. How are you?
Hi. We're good.
From here. Hi. Jimmy, one sec, Jimmy, one sec.
Okay.
Yeah, one sec.
Okay, he's on a call. Yeah. Sorry about this.
Yeah.
When these talks get heated up, we just want people to, let it out.
I know.
Thank you for your
Yeah, so I know I joined a little bit late,
Okay.
but I could tell, from the point I joined, you guys have said so much. So probably not going too much into this, it's just probably gonna buttress some of the points. And yeah, I'm not gonna go into details, just gonna be abstract. Like
Okay.
the greatest asset anyone could possess is the attitude, and that like you said earlier, from the minute you speak with someone, their mannerism, their approach, the way they talk, that tells you a lot about that person. That tells you if you want to keep up the conversation, if you want to keep talking to that person, you could just tell. So oftentimes it's what sort of defines us. That's what defines us. So there's always that saying, like, bad attitude is just that something that nobody wants to deal with, and it's not something you can hide.
No.
You know, it's like that. Oh, we know when we say smoke, you know, no matter how much you cover it, it
Like
comes
smoke.
out.
No matter how much you hide it, it will still come out. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's just who you are. You know, so it's better you get it right. You know, if you come from a home where you were not trained properly, it's better that when you're becoming an adult, you want to start training yourself to have
Yeah.
the right attitude, you know, right approach towards things, right approach towards life, right approach towards people. Right. So because how you treat people is how you're going to be treated.
Oh yeah.
And if we're going to bring that I forgot where it is now, but I know it's somewhere in the Bible where it says, don't do unto others what you don't want them to do to you."
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that was Jesus' admonition or something like that. And there's
Interesting.
also why they said, love your love your
Yeah.
neighbor as yourself.
Yes.
You know, so yeah, so your attitude plays a huge part in all of these things, if that makes sense. It plays a huge part. So if you don't have the right attitude, you're going to find yourself in the wrong place.
Okay, let me.
You know,
I just googled it to make it faster. It's Matthew 7:12. So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets. So
exactly, exactly. So I mean, that's everywhere you go, it goes with you, right? So if you've been to a place and you've misbehaved, you know, badly, it goes everywhere with you. When people gonna speak of you, oh, see that guy, see that woman that misbehaved, they had a very bad attitude, very stinky attitude. They have so many adjectives to you know to qualify it. You understand? So if you have the bad attitude, you'll meet yourself for bad place. You have the right attitude, you meet yourself for the right place. So just to keep it short, I think that's who you are. So if you think of yourself like this attitude of a thing is going to represent you, and it's going to represent you, right? So everywhere you go, that's your name there. Yeah. So how you handle situations, how you handle matters, how you deal with situations, you're leaving a mark. Yeah. So it can either go two ways. Either they speak positive of you,
Yeah.
or they speak negative of you.
That's right.
It all has to do with your attitude. So if you don't have it growing up, it's something you have to nurture yourself to have.
Yes.
Right? Because you're going out there into the world and you want to maintain the right attitude always. So I'll just keep it that short. But thanks for having me to
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. So
I know the puzzle. Can I come in with the answer?
You've gone to Wikipedia, the thing.
Okay, go on. Then.
Oh, should I let you? You're part of the team now. Maybe I should bar you from answering.
Yes, if I'm barred from it, so you.
Yes, you are barred. Where's maybe you are barred, lover of
You
good
are
things.
barred.
No, don't tell us the answer. We don't want it from you.
But today that I will get promotion. Today that I will get promotion, I won't repeat
That's
the class.
promotion. You see, I have to play the FunmiRoyal trumpet thing. You are barred. So
That's
now,
it.
no,
Yes.
he's not going to answer.
Yeah, you're not allowed to answer now. Another of mine. So that's good. We're gonna carry on. Okay.
So yeah, we can go on with the next person.
So yeah, like I was saying, I think the positive thing that we can come out of what has been said is that mindset is something that we can change. You know, we can change our mindset, we can change our attitude. It's not stagnant. If it's not right, we can do something about it, because obviously it leaves a stigma, it leaves, you know, an impression on other people as we go through life. So yes. Okay, so I think the next person we've got on there is Tora.
No,
Hi.
Temi has been here.
Oh, who? Temi.
Yeah.
Oh, at the bottom. Sorry about that. Temi, hi.
Sorry,
Didn't see
I'm
you
coming
there.
back to
It's
you.
because of all the empty ones at the bottom. I just kind of started looking up.
Sorry.
Hi, Tammy. Hi. Hi, now. Good evening. Good evening,
Oh,
Full.
there
Thank
you
you for
go.
being so patient. Thank you. Not at all. I actually wanted people to talk because I came in late and I just saw the topic attitude. In case you're hearing someone's snoring, that's just my son enjoying his sleep.
Oh, it's fine. It's
That is
allowed.
my
It's late.
so apologies in advance.
Poor boy, please
Thank
let
you.
him see.
Yes. So attitude. It's huge, and I the reason why I was patiently waiting was I don't like speaking out of context, and I what sums up my life. I That's how I speak. I'm a Christian, so it always comes up wherever I speak. I'm a mom, so it will come in my speech. I'm a wife.
It's
It
fine.
will come in my conversation. I'm a daughter. It will come in my conversation. I'm a daughter-in-law. I'm a sister. I'm a sister. So it sums up whatever I present. Someone wrote a book. He called it "Denied by Character."
No.
And interestingly, the reason why a lot of people left this person was the character that this person portrayed.
Okay.
I can say even the title alone, it's something that's stuck with me. He's written that book for like 15 or 12 years ago. And if you hear even that title, Denied by Character,
Wow.
you can have the world around you, but a little character can destroy everything that you've built up.
Yes. Yes.
So, if we are talking about attitude, it's not something that we just talk about and throw away. When was it Warden's the
What
I don't know, I
insight?
think he's a pastor that was talking the other time. The reason why I clapped was because I didn't know if someone had mentioned something about lowering yourself to be at
Yeah.
people's
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
I
One of
used to be from that school of thought, but not anymore.
Okay. Good. 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 Good.
Reason being that I used to think to be able to flow with people, to relate with people, I come low to them, or I try to be not even low. I don't like using the word low
Yeah.
because
When
nobody
you come
is
down to
low.
their level or
Nobody is
something.
even low. What level am I?
Question.
What level am I
They try
myself?
not come on to us.
Exactly. So I will categorize it as I am me. And I fit whatever space that I want to be. I take myself out of the space when my time is up. So I decide what happens to me because I am me. Before I have of this mindset like if it's just sitting on the floor that will make you happy as FunmiRoyal,
Yeah.
I will sit on the floor
Oh
with you.
yeah. Trust me. Trust me.
If standing is what will put that smile on your face, I will smile. So that is the attitude I used to portray. Okay, if I am teaching, like I said, I'm a mom and I'm raising my children to have great attitude. I'm raising my children, I'm filling them with the fruit of the spirit. So you, on the other hand, I'm not saying you as in you in particular, but someone in another hand that is raising their child like the world is yours. Rise up and take what belongs to you. Go into the world with confidence. And I am teaching my child humility. I'm
Yes.
teaching my child wait until your turn.
Huge.
And these people, and they meet at probably at a sport event or something, and what I taught my child from home is wait until your turn, and someone else has taught their child that when you get there, take what belongs to
That's
you.
it.
Can you see the conflicts
Of
already?
course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So this attitude of a thing, I was in a place sometimes ago and they asked a question, what is humility? And I said, humility is knowing who you are. Like when they were talking about Naaman and the young lady. Knowing, I wouldn't, lover of good things, I wouldn't even use that for me, I wouldn't even use that as an example of bringing yourself low because you wanted to receive your healing. I will even categorize that as conditional humility. Because if not for you wanted to get something, you won't even go that low. So that you don't even have a good attitude in the first place. I would even say that it's because you wanted something and it's because you had no choice.
Yeah.
So if you have had your choice, the next thing will be, who is this girl talking? Who
Exactly.
are you?
Thank you for liking the light.
Who are you? So attitude, positive or negative. So talking back about humility. So I said humility is knowing who you are, but for peace to reign,
That's right.
you sacrificed or you're compromised. And when I'm talking of compromising, not in a negative way, maybe because you probably give up for yourself for no, but for peace to reign, for us to have peace in this situation, I have decided if I wanted to eat my breakfast, I wouldn't eat breakfast. I'd rather skip my breakfast to have lunch. It's not that I don't want to have my breakfast. Yes, I want to have my breakfast, but I've just wanted you, because we only have two. You eat breakfast, I have lunch, so that at the end of the day, everybody has something to eat. It's not that because I'm not hungry and I'm showing off that, oh, don't worry, don't worry. At the back of my mind, I know that this is not it. But I just wanted to compromise so that everybody will be at peace. That was how I described my humility then, there and there. So attitude, it's something very, very huge, that if God help us, it will take us far in life.
Yeah.
And even when we go for interviews, work interviews, most times, I can say most times, the reason why they employ people is the attitude that they portray. Some people, they might not even be knowledgeable. I remember when I first came to this country few years ago, I would just say few years ago, and then they were actually looking for people that they could train on that job, and they will just ask you some question like, how do you handle pressure? Those were the questions then. How do you handle pressure? And it is the answer that you give that they know, all right, we are able to train this person. This person has a good attitude that fits into our company. So it's something, if God will open our eyes, I know I always say to people, nobody has seen it all. Some people will say, I've seen it all. I always say, if you've seen it all, why are you still surprised? So no one has seen it all, and we are all striving and aspiring to be greater than where we are. So if God gives us, open our eyes to be able to see where we need to improve in our relationships and in the way that we portray ourselves to people, I believe that we will go far in life. So help us, God. I rest for now.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. So we're gonna go to Tora. Oh, sorry.
So yes, yeah.
Yeah. Hi. Good evening.
Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Hello. Welcome.
If it's morning. Hi, Fumi. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. I came in a bit late, so I don't know. I just saw the topic, attitude. Well, I don't know. The way that I see it, I don't know how we have been, which direction we've been coming from.
Yeah,
So
we've
let me
been
just
doing a lot, but the one question after my talk is, how important is attitude to us as humans? So you can start with that, or whatever comes to mind about attitude, really.
All right. So let me just go it the way that I think that I would want to. You know, attitude can either make or mar you. It's very simple actually. Attitude is like your character. You know,
Yes.
little bits of attitude now sum up together to make that backpack of character that you carry everywhere. Your attitude can either make you or mar you. You know, the way you handle things, every little thing, everyday things, the way you talk to your children. Let's start with that now, from the very basics. You know, a lot of mothers say things to their kids that they are not supposed to say. Everybody gets angry, but it is how you handle the situation.
Yes.
It is your attitude now that, you know, actually tells how that situation turns out. You go out, somebody matches you. It's either you turn around and slap that person or you just walk away. It's a matter of attitude. Your attitude to things. Are you a hot tempered person? You know that you are hot tempered. Fine. You be calming down, no, seriously. And then something happens. You know, like I always tell people, when you know what your problem is, you have already solved that problem.
That's right.
But if you don't know what your problem is, then you have no idea. That is the real problem, not knowing what your problem is. But when you know what your problem is, you are halfway solving that problem. A lot of people have attitude problem. And this attitude problem can be dissected into so many different parts. It can be arrogance. You know, people will say, ugh, that man has attitude. He has some kind of attitude. You are so proud. Why are you proud? It's either because you think you're beautiful, or you think you're a guy, you are handsome, you are God's gift to women, and you walk around with a chip on your shoulder. And then everybody sees you and they turn their nose up at you because they feel this man is proud. But on the other hand, you can actually attract a huge following. People will love you because of who you are. You are handsome, but you are humble. You see? So it is a matter of word and opposite. Very, very, it's a very simple thing. And you can actually work on yourself. When you discover that your attitude stinks, you are a boss and your staff don't like you because of your attitude, the way you react to them, the way you look down on them, the way you talk to them. Yes, you are a boss. But you know, like for people who have worked in the bank, you see that the bank culture, or well, most banks, they go on first name basis. They call their bosses by names. They call everyone by name. And you see that actually kind of fosters the relationship. You know, because they want to put everybody at a level. I know you are my boss, but I call you by name, which fosters our relationship. You know, so that boss now can easily come to your office, play with you. But when it's time to work, you know, everybody knows it's time to work. But another boss will come to your office because he's a boss. He has this chip on his shoulder. He will come and talk to you anyhow. You see, those are two different kinds of attitude now. So you can actually work on your attitude. And how do you know that you have a good attitude? First, you will know within yourself, because you will feel that peace when you have the right attitude. When you are humble, when you are a good person, you know what to say, you know what not to say. You know, and of course, the way people react to you, people are not dumb. You know, it's garbage in, garbage out. You get what you give. What goes around comes around. You know, iron sharpeneth iron.
Of course.
You know? So your attitude is very, very, it's a very simple, you know, very simple. This is a very simple subject. If you know that your attitude stinks, you change it. It is like your character. It is a bag you carry everywhere. You are a mother, your child does something wrong. You can decide as a matter of attitude to scream at that child and to shout profanities at that child. On the other hand, you can decide to bless that child. You know, like I always tell women, I know that the kids can make you go crazy sometimes, especially toddlers or whatever. And sometimes you are tempted to say, you this child, just pull yourself back and say, you this child, God will bless you. God will, I anoint you. I cover you in the blood of Jesus. You are meaning to slap the child, and you are like, I will slap you with the fire of the Holy Spirit, with the fire of the Holy Spirit. So you actually turn those curses into blessings for the child. And you will feel peace. God will bless that child and change that child. As you are, admonishing the child, you are, speaking words of scripture upon that child's life. Tell that child, look, the Bible says the heart of the king is in the hands of God. You, this child, call that child's name. Your heart is in God's hands, and He will change this, your heart. He will. So you are admonishing. Number one, you are admonishing that child. Number two, you are speaking words, powerful words of wisdom. You are blessing that child at every turn. So that when that child even does something bad, you are blessing him. He does something good, you are blessing him. Blessings will surround that child. That is the power of the spoken word. And that is attitude too. The things you say from your mouth. Don't say evil things. Don't say bad things. It is a matter of attitude. The way you talk to your husband. He's the man, maybe he comes home every night late or something. And that particular night is movie night or date night, and you're all dressed and waiting, and he doesn't call. He's not home yet. You don't know what is happening. You don't know whether he was caught in traffic or whatever. And you're already, you are breathing fire, you are angry because the food is cold, or you look at the time, it's too late, you guys can't go out for your date. Attitude now. You choose, it's always two ways, the good and the bad. And in between, you have the ugly. So you can choose to either stem that anger and walk up that attitude of peace. When he comes home, give him a hug, kiss him, sit him down, remove his jacket. You are angry, but you just want to maintain that attitude of peace. And then you ask him, hey, sweetheart, what happened? What happened? Are you okay? Can I get you water? Can I get you this? You see that man, next time he will be running home to you. But when he comes home at that time and you're already tapping your high heels, you are by the door. The moment he comes in, you yank open the door.
Fire.
And you're like, where are you coming from? You better go back to where you are not even giving. So you see, attitude is word and opposite.
Yes.
It is either you do this or you do that. It is either you are mean or you are kind. It is either you walk up an attitude of peace or you want to fight.
Yes.
So your attitude, look inward. It is only you and you alone that can work on your attitude with the help of God Almighty, because the Bible says we can do all things, and I mean all things, through Christ
He strengthens us. That's right.
So if you have a bad attitude, don't worry. You can change it.
Amen.
Why? Because you have the creator of heaven and earth is assisting you.
Yes.
The moment he has given you a will, the will he has, and that is what every human being has. That is what makes us different from animals. You have a will. You can use that will for good or for bad. So if you know you have a bad attitude, just go down on your knees and use the word of God. Tell him, God, you are the one who said this thing. I'm coming to you. People say I have a bad attitude. They say my attitude stinks. Change it for me. What can I do? What should I do? And then change comes when you start working on that attitude.
That's right.
You wake up in the morning, maybe before you use you hiss to greet your husband. He greets you good morning. Use this man. The next day when you wake up, when he says good morning, oh, you say good morning, my dear. How was your night? Your attitude has changed already.
That's right.
So that is why I always tell people your character is something that you can. They don't say character. It's not cast in stone. It's not rocket science. If you know your
the way I
attitude,
am, because you don't want to change.
Because you don't want to change. Change is the only constant thing in life, and change is the easiest thing in life. Forget it when people say it's hard to change. It is not.
It is
It
not.
is just that
You're not
human
ready.
beings,
You're not
we
ready.
don't want to change. We don't.
That's
But
just
when they see the attributes and the benefits of that change, you see everybody rushing towards that change. That is human being for you. You know. So attitude is something that we can change. You see, if we human beings change our attitude, this world will be a better place to live.
Amen.
This world, because everybody is, we're thinking of heaven, the world is bad, and but the heaven that God has promised us, you will see. I pray that we will all be there in the
Amen.
mighty name of Jesus. And you will
Amen.
see everybody, that attitude of love, just like the attitude you have among Christians. When I talk about Christians, I mean true Christians now, that really show that attitude of love. You hug each other, it's peaceful,
yes.
peaceful, it's sweet. So
Yes.
as a mother, as a father, if you are a father who hasn't been treating his wife well, like I always tell men, it will meet you in future.
I see you.
Because those times when you now work with a stick and you need somebody to take care of you, take care of your medications, that wife, if she's a new wife, she will remember how you treated her in the past. And that is why when you see people on their deathbed, they say, please call this person for me. I want to beg for forgiveness. No, start now to make things right. So that when the person is on their deathbed, you would exit happily. People will be around you now to love you and to wish you well. When you go to the other side, as you exit to the great beyond. So please, if your character stinks, if you are a bully, I don't mean only students now who bully themselves. If you are a mommy bully, or you are a daddy bully, or you are a boss bully, or you are just a bully, please change your attitude.
Yes.
I mean, take a paper, write your attitude and write the opposite. Every morning, look at it. Every morning, look at it. Are you wicked? What is the opposite of wicked? Kind. Start practicing how to be kind. One day you will get there. And like that, we will start a chain that will reach around the world. Thank you for this opportunity. God bless you.
God bless you. Wow. Thank you so much. Oh, that was so. I mean, you've taken us everywhere. I mean, to church, to practical stuff to do everywhere. I mean, we're blessed. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you so much. God bless you. Okay, so does anybody want to try our puzzle? So the puzzle
for today, apart from lover of good things.
Yes, the puzzle for today is hold on, sorry, let me get it out. Oh, I have branches but no fruits, no trunk or leaves. What am I?
Yay.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
we'll leave that. It's in the comment section, so if you want to remember what it is, it's there. But if anyone wants to try it now, that'll be fine. If you unmute and then you can speak. If not, we'll just move on to the next person. Yeah.
Sorry, can I try? Is it branches of a company branches scattered all over the world? Is that it?
You cannot answer a puzzle with another question.
Okay.
Try.
That gift, I'm going to get
Either
it.
you know the answer or you don't. Yes?
Okay.
Is it branches of a company scattered all over the world? Is that it?
No, it's not.
It's not.
Okay. We'll keep trying.
Thank you for trying.
The puzzle, let me say it again. I have branches, no fruit, no trunk, no leaves. What am I? Okay, so that's it.
Okay, food for thought. We're gonna think and come back.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you want to try?
Should I go ahead?
Yeah, go on.
River.
No, but no.
We'll try. Anybody else?
If I want to give a clue, should I?
No, if you're gonna give a clue, it's gonna know. It's gonna
Okay, so
Come
okay, the
on.
moderator said no, so no clue.
Clue's gonna give you away. I think Clue will give you away.
No, I'm not
Okay.
sure this clue will give it away. It's
Go
just
on.
that
Go on then.
it's just that one of my guests kept saying the word. I'm like,
I
okay,
know. That's what I'm saying.
okay. So yeah, it's okay. Let's go on. That's Heartbeat 77.
Oh, so you're asking people if they were listening hard enough.
Oh,
Oh, I like that. Okay. Yes.
you
So the
listening?
answer has been said. So go back and play. The words have been said. Okay.
I
Let's
only I myself have the replay or playback. So
you
yeah,
see.
and I cannot
But now
answer.
I know that you know what the answer is. I know the answer, so that's fine. That's confirmed it. So anyway, that's good. Let's go.
Okay.
So we've got is it Heartbeat 77? Hello, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Yes.
and good evening to everybody here.
Good evening. Welcome. Heartbeat 77.
Thank you.
So we'll be talking about attitude. Oh, yeah. So if you want to share your thoughts about it.
I have very little to add to what my sister has said. She said it all.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. And attitude could be good or bad, negative or positive.
Yeah.
And it calls for a deliberate effort for one to change. We should be intentional in doing those things that will help us become better people in attitude. Having said that, it must be well understood that perhaps the most difficult thing to do is to change one's attitude and self. Yes, because I think psychology says that if you do anything for a number of 20,
Hello. Oh.
No network.
Oh.
Heartbeat, are you still there? Oh, no.
We've lost the network. No. Okay. Well, okay. Let's move on. Maybe when he comes back, he can join back in.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we've got Gold.
Well, I think it's back. Wait.
Oh, it's back. Oh,
Just dropped off now.
dropped off. Okay. Oh, never mind. Okay. Good evening, Gold. How are you? Are you there?
I think she might even just be coming in.
Oh, she might be just coming in. Okay.
Okay, she's fine. Can you speak where you are, Gold? It's been a
Oh, so I'm
while.
fine.
How are you?
I'm fine, and yourself?
I'm good. I miss you though.
I miss you
Don't
more.
abandon me here.
Forgive me, I'm very sorry.
I'll think about it. What's my attitude towards that? Let me see. All right. Okay, you're forgiven so that you can talk.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, what's the topic about?
We're talking about attitude. So, what was your thoughts about attitude? Is it do we need to examine our attitude? Does it help to have good or bad attitude? What do you think about that?
And I can add to that, Gold. I always give my talk. After the talk, the one question that I asked is, how important is attitude to us as humans? So you can start with that as well. But generally, attitude, I mean, anything that comes to mind, you feel like sharing with us? Because, quite a number of people have said a lot, but we're still open to hearing some more. Want to learn more.
Okay. Attitude is very important in life because it can take you places or get you out of places. As funny as that may sound, but that's how truthful it is. Because with good attitude, you can open doors you don't even expect. Because people around you, they watch even from afar. So it doesn't even have to be those that are close to you to know the kind of person you are.
Yes.
People watch you from afar, and you can even get good recommendations. Oh, this lady, she's a good person. She can pass her for this and all of that. So generally, attitude is something we should constantly work on and examine ourselves to know where can I be better? Where am I lacking? Like for me personally, there's something I do, like every 3 months, I call my husband and ask him, have I changed? Is there anything I'm doing now that I wasn't doing then that you need me to change from? I just want the honest feedback. And he'll be like, why are you asking me? I always tell him, I can't see myself. You are the one seeing me in this marriage. So if there's anything you want me to work on, just let me know. And he'll be like, oh no, you're all right. And he will now ask me, oh, what about me? I will start listing so many things. I will start saying, oh, you need to start closing this door properly. You need to start.
I bet that's where you're going to before you started with yourself. It's okay.
So afterwards, it's gonna be like, okay, that's fine. But it got to a point I had to stop picking out unnecessary faults because I know myself that I can be very naughty, but he doesn't see that side of me. So why am I always picking? Oh, so day you poured water here, you forgot to clean it. So it doesn't make sense. That was an attitude I had that I had to work on consciously. I have to tell myself, no, I need to stop doing this because I know there are things I'm doing that he's overlooking. So I also need to work on myself so I don't pick out things that are not worth picking. So attitude generally is something you should examine yourself, ask people to tell you, oh, what am I not doing right? People see us more than we see ourselves because there are times we think we are doing things right and people are too scared
To say to
to
us.
even come to you to say anything because they don't know how you will take it. But when you have somebody you respect or somebody you like or a friend that you can have that conversation with, just tell them, be honest with me. Where do you think I'm lacking that I need to improve on? Because most people don't like feedback.
No.
That is why you see people behaving in a very nasty way and people will start saying, you know, get sister, you know, get brother, or you know, get friends. Not as if that person did not have, but because most people don't take feedback
Thank you, Chica Joy.
easily, they don't take feedback well. People just tend to hold in their thoughts. So that is why most times it's good to make the approach for people to talk. Ask them, where do you think I can be better? Because a better attitude also helps you to be a better version of yourself.
That's right.
So we can't know it all, and nobody is perfect. Today you can be the best, and tomorrow you start slagging. So that's why you have to continuously, like, work on yourself, get feedback from people you look up to. People you know will tell you the truth because some people can be very horrible and mean. When you go walk up to them for feedback, they will tell you something that will even make you hate yourself. So you have to seek such feedback from the right source, the right people that really want you to be better for yourself.
Welcome.
Yes.
That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. See, I love it when she brought it home, being practical about it. Because nobody is perfect. Even me, when I was talking, I said to you, don't get me on my bad days. You know,
And that's it.
But I mean, that doesn't mean that's how I am every single day. Even bad days, I don't want to stigmatize any day. You know, bad things can happen, but I still want my attitude to be the positive one that it is. You know, otherwise it might just spread on and on. No, we don't want that. So thank you, Gold, for really sharing that.
Thank you.
So
Okay.
now I'm going to hand over to you. She said something again profound. You have to be intentional about your attitude. So be mindful, people.
Definitely intentional. Every time you go check in with yourself, check in with other people. Self-assessment and self-awareness helps with self-growth.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing. Okay.
Heartbeat
Yeah.
was trying to come back, but I think that network will.
It's still come not come. Oh,
I really want to hear his submission.
yes.
Or Heartbeat, if you're still there listening, you can type it in and we
Yes.
can still read it out instead of not hearing from you at all. Yeah, it's been
Yes.
quite insightful today. Wow, amazing. I can't believe I looked at the time. I'm like, where has the time
Oh
gone?
yes. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, these things we have to talk about it because they affect our daily living, whether we're introvert, extrovert, it doesn't matter. Attitude, positive attitude is positive attitude. And we all know that not everybody has that. I bet if you can reflect now, you think of one or two people that, that person, let them go with their trouble, please.
Of course.
You know, but yeah, if they're people, you know, they're always going to be in your life. At some point, you might have to summon courage and talk to them about their attitude. You know, they might take it positively, they may take it negatively, but at least you let it out there. Let them go and think about it. Let them reflect on it. Take them out to coffee or something. Be nice to them still. And just say it because we're supposed to be each other's keeper.
Yes.
No man is an island and no man knows it all. I love it. Like, in fact, one of the things I discovered about myself when I went back to study that counseling is that I don't take complimentaries. I don't take it well. I always want criticisms. It's because I had to dig deep. I'm like, where did this come from? I say from childhood, anything I do is never good. Anything I do is never good.
Yes.
I didn't know that mindset was in there. And I don't know what happened at uni sometime. And the person thought I was snobbish. They said something good and I just dismissed it. And I was listening to somebody criticizing me and I was paying attention. So they could not understand. So it was later on, they said I offended them. I'm like, oh my God, I hate to offend people. And when she said that, oh my God, it hit something in me. And I said, oh my God, no wonder. I had to quickly recap my life, you know. I said, so is that why some set of people think I'm snobbish? Oh my God, I've given the wrong impression of me.
Yes.
That, you know, so we're not perfect. I'm not perfect, but I learn daily. I want to do better. I want to make my life better. I want to make people's life around me even better. Whichever, you know, as much as it lies within me, I want that good attitude to go out so that other people will pick on it and spread it out some more. And let's make the world a better place. You and I, we can do it. We can do it. So thank you again, Gold. You really brought it home for us as well. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. There are those unconscious attitudes that we have.
The world.
Hello?
Singing, we are the world.
We are
the is that the one? Or da da da, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me. Da, da. You know that song?
And the entire human race. There are.
Don't worry,
people
Funmi. I will
dying.
invite you for my worship in February.
Oh wow! I can't wait. I can't wait. In fact, it's been a lot. And I was thinking of the program today. I thought maybe I should start with a worship session. I don't know, but for whatever reason, we just went into the flow. Sometimes I'm supposed to be singing worship here. Or people don't mind me, but God will help me. Really.
We will sing. We will sing. Don't worry. We will sing.
Whether on Monday or Thursday, I'm meant to do that, you know, once in a while. That's why sometimes, apart from Monday, Thursday, I just come on with the worship and praise just to chill out. So you look for that. I don't have any time to that. So anytime I think I have a couple of hours, I just do that and go live and just invite people. So look out for Atmosphere. It's just called Atmosphere. Thank you.
Are you silencing yourself now? Okay.
I told you it'll be hard to allow moderators because I've always been used to doing it. So my attitude to moderation now has to change.
It's a work in progress. Everything in life is a work in progress. We grow each day. That's it.
So yay me.
Yes. So I mean, I think we're not getting don't think he's coming back. Is there any new messages on the thing? I can't see anything.
Let's see.
Okay.
You can see him, you can bring him now, but he's not.
No. Okay. So should we start running up then?
Oh wait, is it not? Okay, no, it's Heartbeat 77. I thought it was.
Yeah, it's Heartbeat. Yeah. So okay.
Oh, yeah, we can
Is there-
start. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I just want to ask anyone. Is there anything that anyone wants to share before we start summarizing?
Or
And
somebody else still want to try the puzzle before we leave?
Yep.
Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Really, thanks for stopping by. I know she's quite busy as well.
Yeah.
Yes, I think someone mentioned this. I just wanted to buttress on it.
Okay.
Like take me for who I am. It is something that myself and my husband will always laugh at, that everybody wants them to take them for who they are. Can you take
Your
me
bad
for who I
attitude.
am?
I don't think I'll take you for that bad attitude. Those
Yeah.
guys
Yeah, if you go
are
bad, if you go good attitude, we'll take you, but not bad one.
Like Gold rightly mentioned, we are all work in progress, and doing self-evaluation is something that I respect. When I hear people say that, it really humbles me, and receiving feedback from where we came from, especially from where we came from. I don't like saying Nigerians, so from where we came from, let me speak for myself. I don't think it's something I grew up with, receiving feedback. It's something, maybe it's the way they say it, because it's always kind of like someone is criticizing you,
all the
and
time.
it's like putting you down, and it's you'd rather not receive a feedback.
That's right.
And I find that with myself, I like to give feedback. And is it the way I say it myself? And I've found that every time I try to do that, it brings resentment. So it resulted into, instead of
Tell me, let me juggle your thinking a bit. Maybe because the way we grew up, like you said, I can put myself in that equation as well. Because it's not done properly, we don't know how to do it as well. But we just have to, maybe we're doing the feedback properly as well.
Yep.
So, and when you now get resentment, instead of saying, what have I said? Look at how you have said it. I'm talking to myself as well. Let's look at maybe how we have said it, that maybe that's why they've received it that way. Because, I mean, if this person is someone you know, even if it's not for long, at least you have a relationship, you have a rapport, there will have to be a way. And I always put this out there, use the sandwich approach. You know how sandwich is: bread, a ham, and whatever inside, and bread. So start with the good things about their attitude. Say whatever you want to say that is not good. Put something good again on top, and let them go and process it.
Right.
So at least that way it's subtle, and they won't say you just ambush them with that and that was that. So let's be mindful as well, so that we don't rub off negatively on them.
Of course. And I think that is what I learned at the end of the day. Like Gold was saying, self-assessment, because if you're giving a vibe and you're getting this negative vibe, and I know within myself that it's something that I and someone coming to me and saying to me that, oh, I love people, telling me where I've come short. I don't like people not telling me what I've done wrong, because that person is not helping me to be better.
Yes.
I didn't know it's a trap. Yeah, it's a trap.
Happy birthday once again before I forget. So I just gave you a token for your birthday, sir. Enjoy. Thank you.
Yeah, because if when something like that comes out, you're telling people that, oh, I'm open to being corrected. Of which, like you rightly mentioned, probably the way it came across.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, you can give criticism or feedback to somebody, but it's the way you do it, the approach. It has to be done with love. Then and trust, and the person feeling that you're not coming at a place of anger, or you're not having coming to a place where you want to put the person down, but you're doing out of kindness. Because if there's something that's bothering both of you, imagine like you're doing something, the other person never knows it because no one's ever gone up to them and said, "Oh, you know what, this thing that you're doing, I don't like it." You're not giving that person opportunity to make a change. And we all as human beings need to know where we're going wrong so we can make a change. So if you do it with love, in nice kind of way, not when everything is tense. When things have calmed down, sit the person down and say, "Oh, you know what?" Like you said about Vimi was saying about the friend that came up to her about how she gave her a comment, a compliment, and then she just dismissed it. Imagine if you never had that conversation. That changed your life because then you were able to have insight into that, and you went back and went, oh, I didn't realize I'm doing this, and that is you've grown out of it. So it's about having those moments where people come to you and say, I've noticed this thing about you, and I just wanted to share with you, and then that makes you think as a person when you're open to those kind of you want to grow, you want to learn, you're going to take it positively. You're not also going to close down to those comments. But if someone comes to you and says something to you in a very wrongful way, none of us going to listen. We're going to shut it down. You're going to shut it down, even though it's true.
How nice you are.
Yes.
It's not going to go down well.
It's not going to go down because even though they're being blunt about the truth, even though we know it's the truth, we'll be like, no, I'm not listening. That's just human.
Shame me for adding that. Yeah, thank you. I know God will help us, all of us, really. But I know between you and I, we can make this world a better place with our attitudes.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
So yes, we were saying we're gonna run up. Is there anybody else that's got anything they want to share before we
Okay,
go?
let me just add a little something before we go.
Okay.
I'm always particular about the children, about bringing up your children. It is how, like Fumi was saying, how she was brought up. Maybe, give your children compliments. When you want to, like I always say, garbage in, garbage out. It is what you feed into them. That is how they will grow up. The Bible says, teach a child the way he should go. When he grows up, he will not depart from it.
Yeah.
So some kids have attitude problems because of the way they were brought up. Because they were constantly shouted at, and so they now develop that resentful attitude.
Yeah.
They cannot really express themselves in the midst of other people. They become, how do I say it now? Yeah, they become reckless.
Drawn, angry,
timid. Yeah.
Exactly. Because of the way they were brought up. So I'm always very particular. Let us start from the little ones. Let us start from the children. Children are very, unassuming. Children, they just take what you give them. They are so innocent. They are not grown-ups, Treat children with love. Treat them with understanding. Be kind towards them. Say the right things to them. Don't scare them. Don't make them afraid. If you do, you are damaging that child's life. Whether you are a parent, a guardian, a teacher, a stepmother, a stepfather, whatever you are, that child doesn't have to be your child for you to treat a child well. I know, like I said, there are children who can make you go crazy. Like a friend of mine, she brought her kids to the house. This person has white chairs, and the kids were just jumping on the chairs, And this friend was looking at her friend to tell her children to stop jumping on these chairs. She just removed her face like she wasn't seeing the kids, And this friend didn't want to scream at. She was just. So anytime this lady says she's coming to her house, she just gives her one excuse or the other. Doesn't want.
We're going out. We're not.
The kids almost damaged those chairs and everything. So I know kids can be a pain in the but with love, with understanding, you can still carry through to the child, and you will see the child flowering. You will see the child growing up the way that child is supposed to grow up. And then number 2, please let us take criticisms well. It is not everyone who points out our weak points or our attitude, our bad attitude that means bad for us. Some people will just tell her she's jealous of me, or she's this, or she's envious. No. Take criticism, just take what that person says. You don't have to fight the person about it. You don't have to be mean to the person. Just receive what that person is telling you. You know yourself. You know you know who you are. And it starts with self-knowledge too. Take what the person is telling you. Go back and work on it. When somebody is telling you about yourself and the person is telling the truth, you will know.
Conviction.
You will know. Because nobody knows you better than you. You will know when that person is telling you the truth. And when that person is saying something to spite you, you will know. But either way, just take it and receive it and go back and work on it and pray over it. And by the grace of God, like we always say, it's a work in progress. God will always help us to attain that height that we want to attain. In Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you. Yes. Okay. I think anybody else got anything to say before I give my closing statement, and then I'll pass it back to me? No? Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's so much has been said already, but our attitude directs our behavior. So let us constantly keep checking in with ourselves, our loved ones, those who we trust that are able to shine the mirror in front of us, for our own goodness. And like it's been said, we need to develop an attitude that, criticism is a good thing. It helps us to grow, it helps us to learn. And let's spend time developing good habits to change our bad attitudes into positive ones. And, also people think just because somebody has a positive attitude doesn't mean that there's no fear, there's no absence of them worrying, or they don't got no care in the world. Even those positive people that have good attitude, they also need someone to hold them, and also encourage them and also motivate them. So let's not just, say, oh, that one, she's got everything together, she's always smiling, or this one, he's always, no. Let's also check in with them, make sure they're okay, and show love, the same thing they're showing us. Let's mirror the positive back to them. Yeah, and just, let's take accountability also for our attitudes. When we make mistakes, when we have those bad days or those bad situations that triggers us, even like it's been said with our kids, sometimes we lose it. But actually, when we go back and then say, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have lost it, and I shouldn't have said that, and I shouldn't have behaved like that, that shows them that, even when we lose it, we can go back and correct ourselves. So let's be example to our family, those people around us, by accepting when we make wrong choices or we behave in the wrong way, and just keep working at it, keep working every day. It's a work in progress every day. Yeah. So that's it. So I'm going to hand it back to you.
I'm enjoying this moderation. We should just go now. Bye-bye.
Well done.
You've done a good job recapping everything. But I'm just going to say this. This is the last bit of my own talk. Remember, it is not what happens to us that defines our lives. It is how we respond to things. So from today, in case you're listening out there, let's make the choice each day to bring positivity, to bring gratitude and determination, positive determination to everything we do. That means you have to be conscious. You have to be intentional about how you live every single day. You guys, I don't want to scare us, so I'm going to leave us with this. And I always say this, it's not everybody that will live to see tomorrow. You never can tell. But when we go eventually, what will be said of us? What would our children say of us? What would our family say of us? What would our friends say about us? So it's a better late than never. We can start today by thinking about it. Oh my goodness, I've been like this for this long. Make that choice of turning things around positively for you, and you'll be amazed how life can just come easy sometimes. God will help us. Sometimes I know it can be a struggle, but where there's a will, there's always a way. Know that. And you can DM me. Please DM me. Feel free to DM me. I hope you're serious people. I don't want all those people that want to be time wasters. But if you're needing help, struggling with, changing your attitude or things like that, please DM me and let us talk about it some more. I'm here to help. And I hope to see you again on Inside. Thank you to everyone who has spoken. Tammy, thank you, Word Inside. Torias, Promise, thank you so much. Lover of good things. Once again, happy birthday to you. Nakoko.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
My chest. No, sorry. You see, some attitude does not fit some of us, so let's behave ourselves. But all the same, thank you so much, my newest, latest moderator. In fact, you're the one that is making me enjoy this thing now. I know people are busy, but I appreciate all my moderators. But thank you so much for taking us another level in terms of that. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Happy 77. I hope to see you on Thursday, you know. We really wanted to hear your submission, but this network, hey, network's attitude is not good this day, but
we need to fix it. We need to fix the attitude of the network.
I can imagine. We need to pray about it too. Please. Somebody took time to be on Insight and network is doing them like that. No. But all the same, thank you so much for stopping by. Ato, everyone really that has spoken today for making Insight insightful. We really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you. So again, I'll be coming back. Nobody got the puzzle. I'll bring it back. The puzzle, yeah, Toria. Nobody got it. So I'm going to bring it back next week, Monday. We have a different one for Thursday, so I don't want to mix it up. So on Thursday, 8 p.m. UK time, I'm going to be here on Insight with FunmiRoyal again to talk about marriage relationship. I'm not going to tell you the topic now, but you know I always bring it on. So please don't forget, set your timer. Whatever will remind you, so that you can be here, especially to the couples that are married already, those engaged, those in that sweet, sweet relationship. Come, let's talk real talk now before it's too late, guys. So thank you all so much for making Insight a wonderful, wonderful space to be in tonight. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you once again. We'll see you next, on Thursday by the grace of God, or maybe in between somewhere. I don't know if there's time. It's a busy week. I've just remembered. But
don't make promise.
No, don't let me make a promise I can't fulfill. But I will try. Yeah. So I don't know the time, but I'll come with atmosphere just for music, worship, just to relax and all of that. So I wish you well. Enjoy the rest of the week. Don't do what I wouldn't do. Yeah. I don't know why we say certain things. I'll say it. I'm like,
exactly.
Don't even go there.
Be good. Be kind.
Be good. Be kind. Have a positive attitude, a positive mindset. And I will see you on Thursday by the grace of God. Thank you.
Amen. Good night.
Good night. The future and life. Thank you so much. Thank you, Na.
No problem.
Sammy, Word Inside. Thank you all so much. It's been very great. Thanks for the tapping as well. Bye. Good night.